stars take flight. Marc D with the C's got the geeky delight. Retro toys and comics we adore. TV and movies, let's explore. Sunday Night Geekery, it's the place to be. With Marc D with the C, let your nerd run free. Old school vibes and stories untold. Tune in, tune out, let the magic unfold.
Hey everyone, welcome to Sunday Night Geekery issue. I think this is 233, and let me turn on my new web camera, which actually has a skinny function, which I got to try to use, so it can actually make me skinnier, which is nice. But I don't think it's set up that way. But like, check this out. I can, and I will introduce our guest in 2 seconds. But like, I can have fun. I can like zoom around the room and stuff with this new fancy dancy webcam, which is awesome. But I don't know if it makes me look any better, but that's pretty tough to do. But hail to everyone, of course. As you can tell by the background, we're going to be talking lots of Supergirl tonight, right? Was it super? So let's say everyone hi to everyone who's here right now. So the Geek and I thank you for the theme song, of course. Mr. Angel says good morning. Daniel Barry is here, and RJ Godzilla. And I needed coffee urgently. It's 4:45 hours in the morning here. Okay, be right back. Yep. So we've got some great guests tonight. We've got Tom. We've got Istophobos, and we had 6. What happened to 6? Did 6 get? Oh, something came up. Thanks, anyway. Maybe next time. All right. So 6 will. That's a bummer, but 6 had something come up, so she can't be here. But we'll try to compensate, but it's gonna be tough. So, but great to see everyone here in the chat, and welcome to Tom and Istophobos. How's it going, guys?
Pretty good.
Good. Well, I have my Supergirl cup.
I got
here.
some strategery
to do on the Supergirl.
So when I was talking on Price of Reason,
why do you have a penis in your hand?
Usually I don't do that, but yeah, I was looking at it, and when I was on, I was like, this is kind of flesh colored, right? I'm like, yeah, it is a little flesh. I'm like, well, maybe I'll paint it, but now I think I might ruin the value. I'm like, this really doesn't look very leathery. Let me turn up the camera lights here. Let's see that, or maybe I'm like, this is not looking so good here. So I've got a clip.
Do you think that's going to keep value?
Oh, I hope so, because I got to pay for the kids' college. And hail to my MY. I'm just going to say my. We got Corey here. We got JT Kirk. And we got Godzilla here. Look at the sky. It's a bird. It's playing. It's a bomb. So, yeah, so let's focus. The new web camera works pretty good to focus. I like that. So there's Miley. I got the last Supergirl left. They took it off the demo cup because they had just crypto left. So, yeah, really, not. I don't know. I see what they were doing. I guess they were what they were trying to do. Oh no, Mr. No, Corey's a regular. Yep, Mr. Angel. Yep, Corey's a regular. Yep. Yeah. So I guess they got cheap, and they decided not to paint it because if you compare it to the Superman cup here, right? You know, he's got the red cape.
That's her trench coat. That's not supposed to be the cape. That's the color of her coat.
Yeah, but I mean, like they actually painted, the Superman one. So I think my guess is they were gonna paint this, and then they just got really cheap and said, it's close enough to like. Yeah, that's just a guess. Like it's close enough. Like Superman, it's obviously molded in red,
right?
But instead of picking like a brown color, they molded it in this flesh color. Maybe the original, these are all made in China, so maybe the original idea was, let's just we'll paint it after, and then it
looks pretty close to the color of her coat, though. So
yeah, it should be a little browner. It should be a little browner. So let me play. I'm going to upload this clip that I found on Entertainment Tonight. But it's it's we got a new sub from Crystal. Thank you, Crystal. Yep. Do you have a Batman? Oh, well, I do have plenty of Batman. Where's the Batman figure around here? Let's see. Well, I got Bob the Goon that I can reach right here. My Batman is on the. Got a bunch of Batman figures, but let me upload this clip here. Let's see, media assets. Let us upload this clip here. Let's see if hopefully I have space for a clip. Now, Tom, did you get to see Supergirl? I can't remember now.
Yes, it was amazing. They threw the meat on and it sizzled and smelled so good. They threw on some salt, some pepper, some seasoning. It was a super grill.
Okay, that's what it was. Yep.
Oh, you said Supergirl.
Supergirl, yeah.
Yeah,
I can't. Yeah, you saw it, right? Yeah. Well, here, let's react to this video about the mug or the cup, which has kind of gone viral now.
When you get official AMC merch, have you seen this? What was your reaction to this?
I don't like that one bit. I need a lot of those. I don't understand, and I don't think I wanted to explain. Well, gripping as well. I don't know, not good at all.
Yeah, okay. We had the reaction. Our thoughts too. Thank you both so much.
This is AI.
No.
Yeah, it's not real.
What is that?
Yes,
It looks like. So is this someone I'm going to get in trouble for saying that looks like flesh? Okay. I feel like.
I wonder if
someone
that's
sent me a
proof that
stick.
like the marketing
okay.
people have fuck all to do with the actual movie people, and the
Right?
James Gunn doesn't have hardly as much power over that as you'd think.
Yeah, I don't think that's I think that's pretty much a given. The marketing people rarely talk to anybody else. That's why they'll give away the
That's why
whole story
everything
in the
sucks.
trailers. Yeah.
Hey, kids TV for fun. I do like Absolute Batman. That's been a runaway hit. Yeah, everyone loves Absolute Batman, I think. Yep. So we're gonna talk Supergirl tonight, but
Yeah. What's the
Absolute Batman's
texture of that cape? Does it look, is it sticky?
It's
Like-
it's very it's very rubbery, shall we say?
Okay. Yeah.
It's
That's,
like a rubbery it's a rubbery texture. And they didn't paint the
You're a naughty man, Mark.
Yeah.
the
No,
veins on it, right? Classic comics, yeah.
I would have figured James Gunn loved that thing since he is in all the weirdness and stuff.
Well, he did. I mean, it is the same texture as the cape. You know, it's this rubbery. But this one has a little bit, some veins on it. I guess.
Oh my god! I guess
I'm
we're
not
on
gonna-
a
I'm not even
family-friendly
getting
stream.
into this.
We
Yeah.
are a family-friendly stream. But,
That's
Oh,
not
okay.
getting into me either.
Yeah, and guys, I verified that article I sent you. It's from there's Screen Rant, Den of Geek, Entertainment Weekly, Yahoo are all reporting the same thing.
Same
I
thing.
think
Yeah.
I think the interview itself came from Entertainment Weekly. So, I mean, that's kind of a bombshell, don't you think?
That's pretty big. Yeah. We'll get into that definitely. Yep. And hail to Mateo. Well, let me get my my vertical stream up on the left here because we do get a lot of new fans on the vertical side. So let me pop that over to my window here. So Mateo is on the vertical stream there. Thank you for being here. So Mr. Phobos found this article. Let me just put up what R2 said. And hail to Professor R2 says, merch like that is made by a Chinese firm and improved remotely by marketing execs. They rarely even bother with production samples. Yeah, because if they had done that, they would, I think they would have caught that. And I was looking at it, I'm like, the color here is just not so good. You know, if you show if you show the here, I'll add the overlay here as a so you can see the Supergirl's outfit here. Let me
that stuff is made for be pure profit margin. It's absolutely the cheapest materials and construction that you could possibly think of.
So painting it or they probably just picked the wrong plastic color to, plastics you can inject, you can inject the dye and have it, come out a different color. So that was an oopsie, right? Yeah. So,
are you sure the cape on the Superman one's painted? Have you scratched through and seen underneath?
I think it's I haven't scratched it, but it looks like it's molded in that color. I guess it's a lot cheaper to mold something in the color, and then they painted the
yeah. So is the
S
cape.
on the
They
back.
just molded it in that flesh color.
Yeah, so I think they would have maybe thought that hey, we can paint this later, or you just mold it in the right color. But then they kind of went with the color, and as I was looking, I'm like, wow, this is a weird color. So here's the link for time. You can see the thumbnail, but you can see how dark her, the jacket is much darker. Yeah. So
yeah, I mean, it doesn't look that much darker. And my guess is they had a lot of that flesh colored dye laying around the factory. So
from the wrong product. Yeah.
From a different product.
Yeah. R2 says this screams approved by my assistant. Yeah.
What do we do with all this leftover fleshlight shit?
Yeah.
Let's make a Supergirl cup.
Yeah.
Why not? Fuck it.
Yeah. So all kinds of Toxic Tuesday joke are going on the plant in China where that was made. Yeah.
No shit.
So let me pull up this article that you found, Phobos. So let's see. Did you? Let's see. You had put.
Yeah, I cannot possibly. I just can't believe this. This is so earlier this morning. I guess it came out that the director never read Woman of Tomorrow, but he's saying he presented that in a way that it was a virtue because I guess he, for whatever reason, he was proud of that. But now we find out that the screenwriter also never read the book that the movie is supposedly based on, which makes me wonder how they thought they were going to base a movie on a book that nobody read.
Right. So here's the article.
Yeah.
Let me pull this.
I will point out that she claims to have misunderstood the ending. However, the general assumption, allegedly, is there's no way you can do that unless you just didn't read it and had somebody else tell you about it. And I'd be willing to bet quite a bit of money that that's what happened.
Yeah. So, let me put Supergirl back over here. Yeah. Background there. Yep. Okay. So this article here, holy smokes, is what you're saying. There's a smoking gun. Anna Nogara didn't read the Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow comic. The movie was supposedly based on what? Did she use AR summary of Cliff Notes? So here's the article here, and I'll put the link in the chat now. It's pretty easy to find that book. I mean, it's a pretty recent book, so it's not like it's out of print. Hey, Jamie. And then let's see here. So this could be worse. Could be the Dune Sandworm one, right? Yep. So thank you everyone in the chat here. Professor Artus said she skimmed it. Millennials don't read. Ouch. Yeah. So he's a professor. He would know. The Superwriter reveals she misinterpreted comics ending and to completely change the movie. Yeah, so we'll put the spoilers banner on here. I gotta put that on. Now, if you've read, I'm not a fan of this Tom King comic. I have read it. I don't particularly like the art either, but for me, the most important thing is the story. For as much as I love great artists, a great.
I'm kind of a fan of it now after seeing the movie. Like I wasn't a big fan, but like now it's sort of like the classic version.
So, yep. Hey, Crimlon is here, and thank you, Crimlon, for donating so many gazillion memberships. So we've actually got a Crimlon avatar, and we also have, of course, Phobos, and we do have now Bat Tom is in the chat. Yep. So thank you, Bat Tom, for sending that icon over. Yep. I know you had to dig that out of the Bat Cave.
Did I?
Yeah, Bat Tom sent it over. Yeah,
I don't even fucking remember doing that.
No, well, I think I clipped. I'm joking. I'm making a Bat Tom joke, but yeah, you said you had to find it on your old computer, but I'm being a wise guy. Yep. But
I blew up Tom's computer.
Tom doesn't need a computer.
He was like, riddle me this, riddle me that. I'm like, no, fuck that. Nope, not gonna do it. Nope.
Nope. Yeah, so in the comic, it's kind of, you know, what do you say this? Some people were comparing this to the John Wayne movie.
Yeah, it's True Grit. Well, it's not even a comparison. Tom King admits that he used True Grit as an inspiration, and when he originally wrote it, it was just Lobo and Ruthie. And then
they switched
I don't know.
Supergirl.
Yes, they either said we need to do a
Which makes
Supergirl book or
absolutely
remember.
no sense, right?
You're right. It doesn't.
Because the whole point of Rooster Cogburn and John Wayne's character, however you want to look at it, is that he's a grizzled old guy who's seen some shit, right? And he's been through some shit. And Maddie is somebody who's young and just, you know, just setting out in life, but she's out for revenge for her father, right? Or justice in her eyes.
Yeah.
In this case, like, they even have Supergirl trying to relate to this girl. And I'm going, in what world does your tragedy even remotely relate to this girl's tragedy?
Yeah,
your parents died of what ostensibly would be the equivalent of losing a parent to like cancer. Like, I'm not trying to make it light. I'm just saying it's like that's something you can't do anything about, right? It's just who are you gonna avenge, right? Like who are you gonna take revenge on? Are you gonna go kill cancer with a fucking sword or some shit? It doesn't work that way.
Natural disaster.
It was a natural disaster, exactly. It was so. On the other hand, she sat there and watched her brother and family get murdered in cold blood, right? Like, so of course this chicky poo wants some revenge. And honestly, I don't even know why all of a sudden, you know, Supergirl's going all Wonder Woman / Punisher at the end and making her decisions on who's right and wrong to do what. But that's a whole nother discussion. Well, here's another thing that bothered me about this whole movie is that this is part of the problem with the movie is right after this guy kills this girl's parents, he just leaves her. But yet we're supposed to believe that she is supposed to be worth so much money on his black market of women lives.
Yeah.
And you just walked away from her? That would be like a burglar breaking into a house, stealing a sandwich that was sitting right next to a diamond.
Yeah. Well, that explains two things, which is why they tried to make Kara seem so battle weary and world weary and wise, because they had to try to turn her into Rooster Cogburn.
Exactly. Like, what had she done? Nothing. Fuck off.
Yeah. And the other thing, that's why she killed Krem at the end, because Nogura thought it was too dark to have Ruthie do it, but she thought he was killed at all and he didn't get killed. That's what they mean by it totally changed the movie.
Yeah. So Tom King had to explain the ending. So let's read I'll read some of the article here. Let me share this tab instead. That would help. Okay. Tom King and Woman of Tomorrow. And it's a kind of a reviled book too, in some ways. Carousel successfully teaches Ruthie that killing is not the answer. After creme de la creme of the Yellow Hills murders her beloved horse Comet, it's Ruthie who must impart Kryptonian's own lesson about revenge on the Maid of Might. Now, the part of the, we'll get into more of the movie, but part of the problem with the movie was how lame the villain was. So we were calling him creme de la creme. He's just a horrible cardboard cutout of the villain. It does, whatever you think of the actor, he's got no material to work with. So, so the story ends with Krem being sent to the Phantom Zone for 300 years. Later, an older Kara meets with an elderly Ruthie, and the villain, now repentant, pleads for forgiveness. Ruthie isn't interested and hits him with her cane before walking away. There's perhaps a little ambiguity here, but Everly's artwork makes it clear that the blow doesn't kill him. In fact, in a March 2024 interview, King explained, it's not supposed to be ambiguous. He's supposed to be alive in the end. That's why he grabbed his head. Ruthie does not forgive him. She still effing hates him, bops him on the head, and walks away. However, the Supergirl writer Ann Nagara misinterpreted the ending, and as a result, the way things play out in the movie completely changed. While Ruthie doesn't kill Krem, Kara does after stabbing him in the chest and neck. Talking to Variety, she explained, the ending between Kara and Krem was always in it from the pitch, truly from the very beginning, because the comic ends with Ruthie killing him, but in the far, far future. We knew we weren't going to be able to do that kind of time jump, and we find it's quite a dark ending in the comic. He has essentially changed, and she kills him anyway because she has this anger. You understand that's an element of deserve, right? Nagara said the comic's ending, despite that not being what happened on the page. So he wanted to craft a villain who would deserve that, but also to really care about preserving Ruthie's innocence and feel like she could take on killing him, and she could be the one to bring justice to this man and do it without burdening the child. So,
yeah.
Oh, wow.
And what would Kara know about the difference between, what would she know about revenge and what it would do? She doesn't have that's what Superman would do. The guy they're always making fun of. Who kills 24 people in the movie and then just lets other people die. Like, why would she care? There's nothing about her character that makes you think she would give a shit either way.
And let me say hi to Putin. Hail to Putin. No, you're
she's the last
100% right. Yeah.
Yeah, she's the last person who should be doling out any sort of like
moral
lessons or moral ethics or like any of this shit.
She lets
like
a lot of people
I'm sitting here
die.
going through the whole movie like, what puts you in this position to be able to dictate to this little girl? This little girl has seen more shit than you technically have, really. Yes, we get it. You lost your entire planet.
She was born after Krypton was destroyed too. So
but guess what?
Say hail to Brandon, the anime guy. Great guy, great channel.
I mean, yeah, like I said, she lost her parents and she technically lost her planet, but at that point, she also has a whole nother planet that she can live on with her cousin, where she basically is a god. Okay, so there's a whole nother level to this that she's not like, she's completely avoiding this life on Earth. And I mean, I didn't mind the Superman scene. Some people didn't like him because they said he acted too Clarky. But I'm like, no, I just got to remember, like, some people forget that the whole Clark acting different than Superman didn't really come in until Christopher Reeve.
Yeah.
Like that, because before that, like, George Reeves and other Supermen and Clark kind of all just acted the same. They didn't really,
but they didn't
had the glasses.
They didn't act that beta though. He's like, oh, I hope you're not mad at me for trying to help you. If you just give it a chance.
There was some of that shit was kind of silly, but like he's also just trying to be an uber nice guy. See, I think that.
He's And let me say,
I just love clobbering time.
Thank you, our buddy Tim there. And hail Cypher
Chaos.
Yeah, so
and then the other
not like well, he's not like Batman too. Like Batman ethos is never to kill him. Of course, in the Tim Burton movies, that's what a lot of fans complained about. He's offing people, left and right in the Tim Burton movies.
Tim Burton didn't read the comics either.
Yeah, so but I mean that's the character of Batman. So if you know that he's very anti-gun and anti-killing. And even though he's a vigilante, he's not like Charles Bronson in Death Wish or Dirty Harry's cop. But so that's the big difference there. So she's showing this ethical treatment, but I can't believe she didn't read the book. So I'm going to show the last page of the comic here.
Yeah.
Let me share this tab. So it could be a little ambiguous, but you'd think you'd go to the writer. So at the end, like they've put Krim in the negative zone, so they bring him out of the negative zone. So this is 300 years later. So I guess Supergirl doesn't age somehow in this reality. So this is creme de la creme in the future, and Ruthie has cut his fingers off. I believe that was Ruthie. If you read it, yeah. So I'm so sorry. Please beg you, forgive me, and then she bonks him over the head. Bonk, bonk, bonk on the head. But it looks like, I mean, with that graphics there, it looks like maybe that could be, blood or something coming off of him. So yeah, it's too big. She said, we're too small. They knew my words said long ago, the edge of maypole, but I could not fathom their meaning coming from her lips. For surely she must see that nothing was outside her reach. So this is his arm here. So see then his arm, and then it reaches for his head. So that's just to mean like he's feeling it there. So instead, she moved her sword swiftly through the air and stabbed down and through the chest of the kneeling brigand. After it was done, she returned the bloody blade to my hand. So like the text is kind of confusing, but that's not what's happening on the page, right? So I mean, I guess where you could think maybe she, killed him.
Yeah, I'm confused. That does not match.
No, that's her diary, though. That is explained that in her fantasy, in her diary, she killed him, but that's not what happened. She's doing it so the other brigands will think that he's dead.
Yeah, so this is, it doesn't match what's on the page, but I could see where if someone's not paying attention or like you you're doing the DC movie. It's not like me writing the movie. You think that they would be able to ask the writer, ask Tom King, and do any interviews, and you'd see what really happened. And that doesn't mean that you have to actually do that and kill the guy off, right? So
I don't want to do this anymore. Can I get off this train and go home?
You're Supergirled out. Yeah.
I'm tired of this. This is just not what I signed up for anymore. Not fun.
Yeah,
like that's my biggest problem with the movie is that it's not. I didn't hate it, but it wasn't like bad enough to be like Morbius bad to where it's funny or fun to poke fun at. But it wasn't anywhere near good, right? Like it wasn't even a semi good movie. Lobo's good in it, sort of. I mean, I thought Ruzi was all right. The actress I thought did fine. The chick playing Supergirl isn't so much the problem as the script and the characterization itself. And the story just sucks. It's just a stupid story that makes absolutely no sense. And then you add in the double down on the parents aspect that really pissed me off. So there's just so much going into this that I'm just like, what the fuck? And honestly, I don't understand where there's this, they really try to loosely make this connection with Crypto and her from the past and all this business. And it's like, okay, it should be there, but she doesn't really take care of him, right? Like she's a horrible owner.
Yeah.
And I mean, granted, he's Kryptonian, so he might not need as much care as a normal dog. I get that, but she doesn't train him, which is a big deal. Like we talked a bit about this. I debated about it. We even joked about it and whatever between different groups, whoever was with, but this is a kind of a problem. You got a dog that could kill tons of people.
Yeah.
Without even, thinking twice or without, any sense of what it's doing. You need to train this dog a little bit better. I don't understand it because if it bounces on you and Clark, what is it's stopping this dog from bouncing on anybody else?
Yeah, because he bounces on Clark and Clark's like, ouch, ouch, ouch in the beginning.
Well, because he feels it because he's Kryptonian. That's my point. Yeah. If Crypto did that to a human,
you'd be
human pudding. Human fucking pudding is what you'd have left after that dog was done.
Yeah, but right? Tom, she's a terrible everything, not just a terrible dog owner.
But there's just like this is where I draw the problem of now she gives a shit about her dog.
Yeah.
Like we have this problem where she's like she dumped him off on her cousin for the whole first movie, right? Then you get fucking this time where she does have him, but half time she's not even paying attention to him. And like when he wakes up and pisses on the newspaper and you almost made most of it on the paper. Good job. I get it. She's a fucking slob, but at the same time, it's like, if this dog meant that much to you, if this dog had that much connection to your past, if this dog was all you had left and you met this dog on the day of your mother's funeral, like fucking John Wick.
Yeah.
Why are you not like, wouldn't this dog be very important to you? And wouldn't you treat it a lot better? Like, even if you treated the rest of the shit in your life like shit, wouldn't a lot of your focus be on this dog? That's just me. I mean,
the dog would be super uber important to you.
Exactly. Not only that, like when it does happen, when that shit happens with Corral, it would make sense that she's that fucking desperate and that upset about it. Because when it happens, you're just like, you didn't give two shits about this dog 10 minutes ago. Now all of a sudden, because it's fucking dying, you're like, I gotta fix this. I gotta do this. I gotta do this. Even though you knew that there was a shit going on with Crema anyway, you were well aware of it. Because you're sitting here telling this girl half the shit she needs to know. Right? Like, I'm sorry. Like, and I'm not really that aggravated by the movie because I don't give that much of a shit. But I'm just watching it, scratching my head going, and there's supposed to be screenwriters that are like talented / people writing this shit. Because we also learned that James Gunn didn't stick with his whole I'm not going to make a movie until it's done bullshit, because this whole movie was made the Marvel way.
Yeah, right? Well, they recut the ending 3 or 4 times. They had a bunch of reshoots. How about every time the
reshoots? But I do know they did some shooting with Superman and they did some shooting with Lobo. But
yeah. How about every time Ruthie enters a room, it's like, "My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die." Like,
I get it. Some people do, and I can understand if people did. She was like the least of the problems of the movie, right? She's the motivation of the movie. So with her, I'm following along, and I didn't think the actress was that bad. And yeah, it's a stereotypical cookie cutter kind of, you know, you're not wrong. Like I totally agree with you. She's that kind of a character. But at the same time, I felt like I could root for her. I gave a shit about what happened to her. I wanted to see her get her revenge. It almost felt like Supergirl was doing nothing but getting in the way of her doing. Like,
yeah. Well, and then letting other people get killed. But why would all of a sudden Kara give a shit in the first place?
Well, not only that, why would she even fucking play this whole game with her? Like, it'd be one thing if she'd be like, no, let me do it because you're still pure and I don't want this to happen to you. I'm already blah, 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 blah. That's when she comes in and she's like, no, it's different, blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, then in the normal movie, that's when Krell would do something to go kill somebody and you have to shoot him. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, I'm talking fucking screenwriting 101 bullshit here, guys. But this movie just turns around and it does the same shit every Marvel movie does, and or like it's really a lot like Captain Marvel. That's the problem it has. It's too much of the same shit we've already seen. It's not as obnoxious in your face like girl power bullshit, but there is some of that shit there. But at least Kara is treated in a sense of like, it's not good that she is acting this way, right? Like they don't talk about her alcoholism like it's a good thing. And even Ruthie has one of the better scenes when she calls her out, right?
Yeah.
When she
Like,
basically
is everybody
tells
on
her,
Earth
drunk again?
Yeah, is everybody on Earth rude as you? Like,
yeah, not just that, but it's like, you know, I mean,
well, I think
the
they're trying to
alcoholism and all that other shit, and the way she treats other people, like you said, the rude aspect, and there's no real motivation or reason for this. Like, why would she? Like, I don't understand. Like,
why Kara's
she's acting like, okay, now if she would have been sent to Earth when she was like 3 or 4 and she's been having these like psychological issues because she never got through all this shit, then I could understand. She fucking left when she was like 18, 19, something like she's already pretty much the age she is now, right? She's not that much older. She's like 20 something. I think she turned 23 in the movie. The whole movie about her birthday. She was born in Argo City, so she didn't even see Krypton die. Like growing up there, that's all that she ever knew. She might hear about the history of her people, but that's the thing, that they want to act like she has a reason to have all this trauma, but there's no way they would give them genuine trauma, because then she would be a victim, and they can't show that. I mean, and then they throw that shit in there still about Jor-El and all that business, but it's like, why are you even acknowledging that? If anything, Supergirl should be the type of character, the way you're raising her on this planet, that she should go to Earth and challenge Clark and be like, no, this ain't right. Right? Like, and then she'll come to learn that, oh, Clark didn't even fucking do this shit. Right? Yeah, it wasn't. And then they shouldn't even have had it in there. They should have just left it alone, and then the whole thing turned out to be a Brainiac plant anyway, because it makes more sense. James knows that everybody's pissed about it. Yeah, if Zor-El was really that good, then he should have challenged his brother long before any of this other stuff happened. Yeah. It's like one thing, we agree our planet's just gonna explode, but that's more like fucking sounding like you're turning Jor-El into Zod. Like, what the fuck are you doing here? Like, that's what Zod wants to do.
Totally misreading. But I think, what they're trying to do is show Kara, yes, she's got a lot of, trauma, and she's totally messed up. But and combine that with James Gunn, like, let's pick a snarky, snappy, quirky actress.
She's Jessica Jones.
But it wasn't even that funny or quippy. That's the thing.
But that's including. I think that's what they're going for. And it didn't work, and I think they're trying to show a character arc, which is admirable. At least they're not showing her. As,
I did see,
not really,
Mark. I'll tell you, I did see
at the end. She's reformed at the end. I think that's the message.
That's the whole point. Yeah, this movie's supposed to be that by the time we see her in Man of Tomorrow, she's not going to be a drunk bitch anymore. Yeah. But that'll be the only reason you have to have seen this movie, because it doesn't seem like anything else connects to anything. But
but nothing really happened to her fundamentally that would have changed. She's just like, okay, I'm not going to be a drunk bitch anymore. But she didn't even apologize to Clark. She hasn't really changed.
Kind of in her own way, but like, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I agree with you. Like, there should have been some kind of.
Well, yeah, she just says she's staying. But I thought that was a nice moment at the end. I mean, we've had people, I've had people in my life have had, and we all have like trauma or problems or things that they're dealing with. And sometimes
Professor R2, that's another great point. Yeah, and it goes. Sorry.
Well, yeah, but like people sometimes just all of a sudden, go off the deep end, and I had my best friend,
Yeah.
became an alcoholic, and I didn't know it till much later. We all tried to help him, and in the end, we couldn't, but we tried. But and he developed that, that happened, later in life. So I can see where Kara. I just don't like this as a Supergirl movie in terms of not saying you can't have a superhero that has problems and things that go wrong, but I just don't like this version of Supergirl. I think the actress is fine, and
she's fine for this version, but
Mark,
she's not heroic and she's not anti-heroic either.
Well, that's the other thing is like, and I actually read one of the reviews where I got to give him credit. It was because let's be real, Andre just dropped a video earlier today, and I got to give him credit for reminding people that the media has never liked James Gunn / the DCU because of the whole Zaslav connection, and Ellison makes it worse because he has a direct connection with Trump because of Daddy, right? So that being said, that's why most of the press and critics are going after this movie. Make no mistake about it. If this was any other fucking person or any other studio making this movie, they'd be calling us istophobes and giving it all the good praises right now. Trust me on this one. I guarantee it. But there's only one review I saw from a woman who I felt like was giving a genuine review. And this is the problem with the movie. If you really wanted to bring the girls in on this, you didn't make it fucking fun. You didn't make her a girl. You didn't make her have fun as a girl, right? Like she was basically saying in her review, where is this fun-loving, girly explosion of Supergirl that we should be getting? And why is she saying that? Because in the late 90s, early aughts, they had this whole thing where they kind of made her this teeny bopper kind of character, right? Like she was a very bubblegum teenage kind of character. So this critic was expecting that. Instead, she got drunken, fucking dark, deconstructed version like we would have been bitching about with all of our characters, right? So I'm going, there's where you fucked up. It wasn't about bringing us into the theater in the first place. We all know that. But if you're trying to bring in girls in here, you should have Barbied this motherfucker up. This should have been so fucking saccharine sweet. We should have walked out going, God damn, I think that thing just gave me fucking diabetes. Like, Jesus.
But this movie, she's like, I hope little girls come and see this movie. What the fuck is in this movie for a little girl? Would you want your daughters to see this thing?
No, and
that's awful.
And then Six, who couldn't, had to drop out. If you watch her review of the movie, she was saying that too. And I think I said that on Price's show that night too. Like, if you want to reach the girl audience, young girls that want to, like Supergirl, it's just too dark, depressing, no light moments. It's basically a revenge, a death wish revenge movie, and you don't have any nice, good moments in that where we can say this is fun. Or I wouldn't take anyone to see this movie who's under 12 maybe, or 13. It's definitely, I know it's probably PG-13, but even a 13-year-old, and your kids how mature they are. This is freaking, Ruthie's family gets wiped out in the beginning right in front of you on camera. And it's
Supergirl kills I don't know how many people.
Oh, she kills so many people in this movie.
The movie is dismal and empty, and you're right about it not being fun. Now, I know they were making
I just want to
this...
say real quick about the brutal deaths, real quick, Istophobos. I just want to say, like, there was another one that we just glazed over too that I thought was just as bad too, is where this family's selling her and Ruthie out because they're trying to save their daughter, and then they get slaughtered along with the girl.
Right, and Kara was there to stop it, but she didn't use her brain. So she knocks Ruthie away and then flies off instead of just stopping her there. And then she had 5 different chances to stop this villain, and either break everybody's legs so they couldn't move, but if they did that, the movie would have to stop. That's what I mean. The writing is just such poor quality. I compared this. Do you remember X-Men First Class when Azazel takes out like that whole crew of agents in a heartbeat by teleporting all up in the sky and letting them go?
Right.
Yeah. Supergirl could have immobilized every single one of those villains in a heartbeat. And then, wrapped a bunch of steel around Krim and movie's over. Bad guy taken care of.
Well, that's the problem with presenting this character from the very start is this crusty, dark, drunken bitch that will kill anybody willy-nilly, but the one motherfucker you should be killing, right? Like, that's what makes no fucking sense to me.
Yeah,
is you're going through this whole movie, and she's even reluctant to get involved from the beginning. It's like, no, this motherfucker if anything in this movie, she should be the opposite of what she's being. Like, she should be what I said she was, and she should see this girl's plight and want to help her. But through the whole movie, because she's so good, because she's Kara, aka Supergirl, she should be like, no, we're gonna find another solution for this. There's the Phantom Zone, there's prison, there's other things we can do. Just trust me on this, but I will go with you on this journey, and you'll be there with me, but we're not gonna kill him. Right? That's the only reason why Supergirl would ever feel that way. Her saying that kind of shit to this girl, other than, oh, I just want you to be innocent, which, yes, that's good enough, and the way you do it, but you didn't present it in a way that it works for us as an audience, because
she's already not innocent, though. Her whole family was murdered in front of her.
Well, no, she's innocent in the sense that she hasn't committed murder.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I'm getting at, is like, if Supergirl was this pure character that she's supposed to be to begin with, right? Because I think I brought this up on some other show, I don't remember which one, but like my memory of Supergirl, which I have very little because I've never really read the comics. I know pre-crisis Supergirl, and I know the movie, some of the shows I've seen in random cartoons and stuff.
Yeah.
But my understanding is that she was older than Clark. She had experience. She was there on Krypton. So she is imbibed or imbued with those same kind of values and morals that make her, aka Clark, also have that ability to be better than other people, right? Like, they literally say that, right? Like, they have this value that they can be better than everybody because they are better because of that whole thing of their society or whatever. So she's bringing that shit directly, like a direct pipeline from Krypton to Earth. So to me, like, I always felt like she was more of the moral side, the mother side, the bigger sister kind of side, even though she was the younger now that came after the fact. It just always worked out that way, that she was more of the mother nature kind of vibe to her. Does that make sense? Am I wrong? Please correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, but that's the kind of vibe I always got out of Supergirl and from the comics and stuff like that pre-crisis.
Yeah, so she actually gets sent off course, so she's gets later, in some of the iterations they keep changing the comics, but she was supposed to go
I know there's been
earlier.
A few different ones, but
and then she's supposed to go earlier, and then she gets off course, so she lands later, so Clark's grown up, so she ends up being like the same age as Clark, even though she's older than Clark. And then there's the Peter David version of Supergirl, which I love, which is actually not really Supergirl, but it's Matrix. It's an alien who takes on the form of Supergirl. So if you read the Peter David comics, they're phenomenal. But that's a totally different iteration of Supergirl.
She should have been raised with Kryptonian ideals, though, and been a better person and actually prepared for what was her parents were still alive when she left. And you're right. She's the one that's kind of the growing up in that society. I just don't think like her, listen, Hollywood writers, they love their trauma now. Trauma. That's all they even care about. So of course they're going to do it like that way. But people who've gone through real trauma tend to be much more withdrawn about it and much more quiet. And, she's just acting out like a petulant Earth teenager. So where did she learn to do that?
And not only that, exactly. Not only that, they would have been so advanced. Since they're so technically supposed to be so advanced. And I don't mean technically. I mean technically, like so advanced emotionally and as a society, morally, all these things. Kara would also be able to deal with death a lot easier than an Earthling would. Because I'm sure by that point, they've also come to a point where they understand it more than we do and or come to terms with it better than we have. Like, I'm not saying that death is ever going to be a thing that people can get away from, right? But I mean, you know what I mean? Like, it's a society that's supposed to be so advanced beyond us in all ways, right? Culturally, spiritually, technologically, all those things. So like, it just doesn't make any sense that she's acting like this drunken bitch. And if you made the movie more about what I said, where she was an fish out of water coming to Earth as this teenager, you could have fun with that.
Yeah, and she probably would have had some Kryptonian super counseling before she left. Well,
look at this.
To prepare
Here's
her
your trailer.
For the events.
It's already tough enough to be a teenager in America today, but can you imagine having superpowers?
Yeah.
Well, that's
first puberty and now this.
Well, that's all this movie was a feminist power fantasy. Give her unlimited power and see how she cuts loose.
Yeah, this is basically what it's like if you had super PMS.
Well, what was weird was when she was able to fight that alien on the planet in the red sun. Now, first of all, if I've got superpowers
Pause
next
on
to a
this
yellow
one, by the
sun.
way.
Yeah, if I've got superpowers on a red sun, I'm not going yellow sun. I'm not going anywhere vacation anywhere to a yellow.
Yeah, she
red
does it
sun
to get
planet.
drunk though. Like
To
I
get
get
drunk,
that,
I
but
guess is
still.
but which is
Yeah.
crazy. But then she attacks this the dude that steals Ruthie. So Ruthie goes into the bar.
Yeah,
and says,
yeah, she's pretty
I'm
tough
gonna-
without the powers.
Yeah, so Ruthie goes to the bar and is asking, my name is Inigo Montoya,
Well,
help me, I need help here. But the funny thing I was saying on Bryce's show, I'm like, that alien who went over and just grabbed the sword from Ruthie was actually pretty damn smart. Like that's or well written. Like that's what someone would do.
yeah.
Like
Oh, yeah.
go in and just grab the sword. But then Supergirl goes on, instead of explaining like have an internal dialogue, well, like Kryptonians grew up on a planet, 5 times the normal gravity or some explanation. And she's able to beat the crap out of this 350-pound alien who looks pretty tough. And she doesn't have any training in terms of, it's not like she was trained like Daredevil or Batman or something. She's able to fight because she has superpowers. She's Kryptonian.
Yeah, why is she using all these martial arts moves when she fights too? It's
She
Unless
may
she
have had
picked that
training
up
on
late.
Krypton. I'm not gonna.
Okay.
There was a few
But they
times I
never
had the same
showed it,
issues.
though.
You're right, and there was a few things that I kind of just let go. I'm like, okay, I'll let that slide.
But
I
let me-
was kind of taking it as even if she's not on a planet that doesn't have a yellow sun, she may still have some power, but just not as much to where she can get drunk. I was able to kind of let that slide.
Yeah,
that,
but,
but,
let me- we've got
a
our
much
good friend,
bigger.
our good friend Brian is in the chat, so a member for 31 months, and he says
Oh,
nerd.
thanks, man.
So cover your ears
Yeah.
because this is loud.
Get those nerds! Nerds! What?
It's
Yeah,
not
a
quite as
much
loud as I
bigger
remember.
problem. A much bigger problem with the movie is the way her powers conveniently toggled on or off just because the script allows it. I know they have the green sun, the yellow, but it was also very convenient timing wise. It wasn't like they planned to do that's the thing. The space
That was one of the few
bus.
things that made sense to me was that he would go hide someplace where he knew she wouldn't be able to have
Right,
powers.
but permanently he
But-
wouldn't go to the place. He'd
Right.
go where there was only a green sun.
But you're right.
Not-
There's like this very convenient timing where she's able to catch a ray of yellow sun. But
Yeah.
like, I wanted to bring this up since we got this dude on screen here. This is, of course, you might recognize him best from the Santa Claus movies as the head elf.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is David Krumholtz, and he plays Supergirl's father. He's one of the most Jewish motherfuckers I've ever seen in my life in Hollywood, and this dude is playing this blonde-haired fucking Australian bitch's father. Is there anybody else that sees a problem with this?
Well, plus he's always plays like a comedic character too. So he's
Yeah,
always,
and that's the other thing. It's really hard to take him
he's always-
seriously.
He's always. I think he did okay with the drama
Yeah,
aspect of it. But whenever I see him, I think Elf, and I think I'm gonna laugh there.
Yeah, he should be
I
like
think
some
that-
Earth character. Like,
well,
yeah, he's known for his comedy roles. But I got a super chat here, a huge one, from Joe's
wow.
Atmosphere. So let's read this. So he says, "I'm a huge Supergirl fan. The '70s version of Gia one Tom. My favorite is Turn of the Century. So angry about the end of Krypton that she eventually becomes a Rage Lantern. This was dumb."
Yeah.
Well, thank you for that amazing super
Well-
chat, Joe. And let's play some clip. We got to play some clips for Joe. So here, let me play a few clips here.
Klingons do not allow themselves to be probed.
Superman!
Easy, miss. I've got you.
You've got me! Who's got you?
Yeah.
Kneel before Zod!
Yeah, those
Well, thank you
Klingons
again, Joe.
won't let you probe them until they have had at
Yeah.
least 2 Romulan ales.
Yeah, in
Right?
Krumholtz's defense, he's done a number of serious roles, including 118 episodes of Numbers, where he plays a mathematician helping
See-
the FBI catch
he's
serial
on Numbers?
killers.
Oh, he's on.
Yeah.
He's okay,
No, I didn't
all right.
hate his character as much as everybody else has been kind of jumping on him. I can tell they've clearly got some shit that's been hit the cutting room floor about him. But I was like, oh, good. He's not some character who's going to have a big old monologue because he's going to do this and he thinks he's doing this and he thinks he's some hero for that. No, he's just a flat out bad guy. Right? Like, he's like human trafficking, no good fucking like
Well,
gangster
listen.
bad guy. Yeah.
One of my biggest problems is that when you're a kid and your parents talk to you about you could be Superman with your imagination, they always talk about helping people and doing good and telling the truth and finding the truth and going after what's right. Where when they present this character to women, it's like, you can be messy, you can go kick ass, you can have no, real people don't freaking have superpowers. You can't do any of the stuff that she does. You can only adopt her attitude. And so they're saying, really, do you want, girls to be? That's what I think is some weird power fantasy. And that's not how they present, Superman to young boys. He's like a moral center where she's just a mess and they want girls to go around emulating this.
Yeah, no, there was nothing open. I screwed up Joe. I left out the J there. Everyone to sub to Joe's atmosphere here. So let me put that. And thank you, Joe. Yep. So there we go. I forgot the Joe there before. But yeah, and this is Deborah Harry of Blondie. The group her name is not Blondie. She's Deborah Harry. So of course she's wearing the Supergirl's wearing a Blondie shirt.
Yeah. All the mic drops in this movie were just all the needle drops so unnecessary.
Yeah, but I didn't mind the blonde. I thought the Blondie. I love Deborah Harry and the group Blondie, but I was kind of laughing at that, and it wasn't really uber visible too. The shirt, if you really looked at it, but I thought that was kind of but when the movie, it's just all Guardians all the way. This is the James Gunniest movie I've ever seen, even though supposedly he didn't write or direct it. Yeah. But and I think Lobo was shoehorned in there. Like Momoa was perfect casting as Lobo, but he had that one jail scene which was kind of fun, but he just doesn't really affect the movie. And at the very end, he's a bounty hunter, and he just leaves the guy that they've got the bounty that he's got the bounty on. He just ignores him.
No. He cut the guy's head off and put it in a bag. That's what he's saying. I like the portable version better. Yeah.
Oh, he did. I missed that then. Oh,
yeah, but that's why.
Oh, because I thought it was dead or alive. He had to bring the guy back.
Yeah. So he just brought him in dead with just the head. He said it was easier to carry or something to that effect.
Okay, I totally missed that line. Yeah. And hail to Joe says, why were they dying of kryptonite poisoning? Well, I guess because they're Kryptonians, right? So kryptonite is poisonous to the people in Argo City.
Well, the idea was when the city broke off, all the kryptonite was underneath the part. You
would think they would have been smart enough to understand that at some point there probably would have been a radiation issue here.
Yeah. If you could build a shield to survive a city in space, you would think.
Yep.
Again, another problem that could have been fixed by just having Brainiac be a part of this, and that could lead into Man of Tomorrow. This should have been a prequel, basically, is what it should have been. It should have been like all the stuff that happened on Argos, and then should have been her realizing that, it's Brainiac, blah, blah, blah. Her battling with Brainiac, barely getting away with her life, getting to Earth to Clark, because that's what they told her she can, escape to Clark. But no, instead it's this thing. I mean, if you're going to do something different, right? Like, and again, why do they keep going to modern comics? We have had so many years, and I know we've said this a million times, we've had so many years of good comics that have been passed over. But the bigger problem here, in the end of the day, is this shouldn't be a Supergirl movie. I mean, I've heard reasons why I guess it is, and other shit like that, but regardless, it was a dumb move.
When you think about this movie being a foundational film to develop the DCU, though, it's so small. Like, if you think about the first few Marvel movies, how they introduced, first you had Tony Stark, and then you kind of got the military, then you got the Hulk, and you saw, there's some experiments with people, we've got some metahumans, and then Thor introduces the cosmic aspects and a little bit of magic, and then with every subsequent movie, they really expanded the scope and brought different elements of Marvel into the universe. But here, they had a chance to introduce a bunch of cosmic aspects, but we don't really see any of that. We just see a couple of, junky Mad Max planets. We don't see, any new God stuff. We don't see any Green Lanterns. We don't see Thanagar. Like, as a movie that is expanding the DC universe, it really added nothing to the Superman movie that we already got.
Yeah,
and
you
that's
could have
why.
totally.
they needed a Wonder Woman movie to introduce gods and magic into the whole setup.
I mean, even like, and it would have been a shitty cameo porn, but like even having Fillion coming in and being like, giving her some shit
Green
for drunk
Lantern,
driving or some shit like that.
Yeah, that actually would have made me
You know what I
laugh.
mean? And she's like, why are you out here fucking with me? Aren't you a little out of your jurisdiction? And he'd be like, no, you're in my jurisdiction because you're an earthling now, you dumb bitch. Basically, clean your shit up. You know,
I get that, you know, she wants to go to the Red Sun to get drunk, but why does she really have a spaceship? She wouldn't normally have to use that. And
That's
why
the
doesn't
thing. It's
why doesn't she have a
confusing.
lock
It's-
on the door?
some of it's
But where
all
did
of it's a little confusing. It's like, okay,
where
so
did
she
she get
has
the
this-
spaceship? Because she lands in a pod, right? So
Yeah.
where did she? I guess you can now. Superman and Supergirl have been depowered. Though in the past, they could just fly through space. When John Byrne revamped the character, he had to wear like an oxygen.
They
tank.
still can in this
And,
movie, but like you said, they
can.
evidently can't.
Yeah,
in
so
certain
for what,
aspects.
I remember asking Claudia, like, remember when John Byrne and Superman had, don't tell me about goddamn John Byrne, but you know they depowered him, so like he could take a little canister of oxygen. He had to like take a breath of oxygen like every every day or something. He could survive.
Yeah, if you
but they
really want to
depowered him a
nitpick,
lot.
though, I mean that's with the nitpicks. You know, why didn't they send more kids out in the escape pod? They clearly had the resources and the ability. Like you can go into those little things. That's why I'm trying to look at the bigger picture and how it really doesn't make sense, and it doesn't do its job to expand the DC universe.
Yep. And this is actually the writer, so a writer of the comics.
Well,
so
and
she
that's
looks like
where
a
it would have
young
made
lady.
sense. Sorry.
Well, I was just gonna say she looks like a relatively young lass. So
Yeah,
you
but
know,
she's not a writer. She's an actress. She's never written anything.
Okay. Well,
I was gonna say she looks familiar, but
Yeah, she's from Vampire Diaries, I think.
Okay.
I've seen her in something else, but yeah.
Yeah, she got a writing credit for one short in 2018, 9 years ago, where she just probably got credit for an ad lib. She wasn't even the primary writer. It was a 9-minute short. And then they say she wrote a couple of plays that aren't published or available anywhere. This isn't you got a $200 million DC summer tentpole blockbuster movie, and you go to a nobody to do work for hire in a script?
Yeah.
Well, I just want to go back real quick about the technology thing you were just saying before is to foremost, because that's another thing that's bothered me since many different versions of Superman, right? Not just this iteration or this version of Supergirl and stuff like that. Especially when you send Crypto along with her. You just said it yourself. They were more than technologically advanced enough to have more than enough ships to probably get a lot of people, not everybody, but probably a lot of people off the fucking planets. So you have to set it up in a way that they wouldn't allow and or hadn't done it yet. And that's where it makes sense if like you sent Crypto off in one as a test and you still got 1 or 2 pods left as tests. And they're basically small versions of what the bigger ships would be had you built them. Right. But that's all you got is like 2 or 3 of them. You already sent one out with Crypto as a test. That makes fucking sense, doesn't it? To you, to me,
Well, that's why it makes sense with Kal-El too, because the planet's about to explode, so they've just made this one.
They're like, fuck it. This is it may be the prototype, but we're sending the kid in the prototypes. Send the kids. Get them in here. Come on.
And
he clearly had time to. He clearly had time to build the pod and prepare for Kara leaving. So why didn't he have everybody else, make their pods for their kids?
So they all could.
Yeah. They needed to have some unexpected, catastrophe. And that would have made it worse. Like all your friends are going to be right behind you, and then boom, that would have actually added, some real reason for her to act out the way she did. I watched all my friends' pods blow up in space as we were escaping or something.
And let's say hi to Tiger Stripes. Sorry, Tiger Stripes. My brain is frazzled now. I won't go see Supergirl, but this bro had a very brief piece on it. Dig this. There was a fish-like creature, yes, that pooped popcorn when she's scooped up and ate. Who the hell does that? Yeah, so there's a scene where she lands.
That was a very Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, Guardians.
Yeah.
And then there's like this creature. It's almost like in a popcorn container.
It's a big slug in a glass
and it's pooping
box.
stuff out. And then she takes the container of the stuff and she's like, this tastes like crap after, right? Or something like that.
Yeah.
Really,
Well, she goes, this tastes like shit. That entire thing was a setup for a bad joke. Like, who does that?
Yeah. And what was with the Green Sun killing her, or the Green Sun's kryptonite, or miss? Yeah, see, what they should have done was had like this planet got bombarded by or part of Argo City landed on this planet, so there's Krypton on this planet. But I've never, on my comic book reading, I've never read anything about a green sun. Or
Yeah. Well,
like that.
And there's no such thing in real astronomy, and it's not kryptonite, but supposedly like red sun depowers. She gets her powers from the yellow sun. Supposedly the green sun, poisons and kills her, but it's not actually kryptonite.
My understanding was that the sun isn't necessarily a green sun in the respect that we would call, like a red sun or a yellow sun. From what they explained in the film, and I could be wrong, but what I gathered was that it's a dying sun. So it's like in the midst of dying, so it's like losing its power. So I think it used to be a yellow sun, but now it's dimming or whatever. I think that's the whole point of it, was what they were getting at. So it's probably becoming toxic to, so that would make sense as why it's becoming toxic to Supergirl.
Dying stars are red stars.
Or it's a red star. I don't fucking know what it was. I don't remember what it said. Either way, that would make more sense that way than why it would poison her, because then it would be the same as on Krypton.
Yeah, milk doesn't really coat your stomach against poison either, but I guess scientifically it's about as accurate as that. So
the whole poison thing is like, it doesn't make sense, but like that's the other thing that's stupid. All of a sudden she can fucking live from the poison.
Yeah,
because she drank milk. Because she drank milk.
Not just that. No, because she got to the yellow sun. So what the fuck? Why would why would it matter with Crypto? Get him to a yellow sun.
Yeah.
Well, they had one
she said you can't move him.
Yeah, you can't move them.
For fuck's sake. You put them on the ship like they did Rocket in part 3 or whatever. Like, fucking
that's the thing. She moved the dog to get her to the doctor.
Yeah.
Like, clearly, and it's going to take 3 days. So if you move them for 20 minutes, again, it's the contrivances and the conveniences just to get the script and the beats that they want to have in there.
This was the point I was trying to get out before Istophobos had said something, RJ. I saw you say it too in the chat. I will give you credit. But I was going to say that before. I just didn't get a chance to interject it until after you had said it too. Because, like, to me, it would make sense to, like, why is the dog here? Right? Like, yes, she wants
just the base motivation but really.
No, but if these dads were scientists, like, that's what they would do. They would use the fucking dog first.
Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah. So it's just there's so many misses in this movie. Now, there's a difference between like us geeks and nerds and just nitpicking stuff. Like Wrath of Khan, I can nitpick, and it's one of my favorite movies. There's a lot of things because if you watch a movie 100 times, you can kind of say, "Oh, this kind of doesn't make sense," or "Why don't they just beam out the Genesis device?" But obviously they can't beam it, but there's got to be some line in there.
What's Genesis?
What? Oh, I have Genesis right here.
Genesis.
But nothing about this movie made sense. It didn't feel real or plausible, and even normies could tell, it was just and then, and just so happens her powers are turned off just as the bad guys show up, and then her powers come back on just as the bad guys need to get their butts kicked. Yeah.
The only time it really felt like it was a movie was when like Lobo was there and stuff like that. It kind of.
I have Genesis. I'm the most powerful person in the universe.
What's Genesis?
Let's get to these super chats here.
It says here in the computer it's a progressive rock band from the late 80s.
With Phil Collins, yes, yeah. And
Phil Collins.
Peter Gabriel took over.
Peter Gabriel originally in the 70s.
Yeah. The Green Sun's least of the movie's problems. So we got more super to Joe.
We're sending you over the high resolution 96 megahertz files right now. Will that make you happy?
For sure, yep. So tired of Crypto. Superman was Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 4, Saving Crypto. This is Guardians of the Galaxy 5, Saving Crypto again.
Yeah. So, both of the DC movies, both of the DC supposedly, foundational movies centered around saving a dog, because that's all James Gunn can write.
And the dog is a self-insert too. That's
it's easy. It's a gimmick. Like. And let's be fair. Like you guys said, he didn't write this, but what then you have is a problem where, like with the Marvel universe, with Taika Waititi coming in, a few other people doing the same kind of thing. Here you have somebody trying to emulate James Gunn instead of them doing what he had initially said this was going to be, and that was where the directors are supposed to be kind of the first voices in this thing. Right? I'm not seeing that here, James. You're pulling a lot of the same shit that Zack Snyder did, just in your own direction. I may like Superman, but I'm going to still call out the bullshit.
Yeah, I don't see
I'm the same person who called, one of the first people to call out this whole fact of you keeping this fucking universe for what reason? So you can keep your wife as the fucking character she is in Peacemaker because you like Peacemaker
Yeah.
that much. What the fuck? Who cares? Let it die.
Do you really think they were emulating Gunn? I feel like this was really Gunn's movie. He directed it. He wrote it.
I don't think. See, that's the thing is he can't be everywhere at once, right? To me, I feel like this is more of a Poltergeist thing. You guys know what I'm talking about? Everybody still thinks that Steven Spielberg directed Poltergeist. Motherfucker was on the set like 2 days, right? Like, yes, he wrote it. Yes, he produced it. Yes, he had some influence over it. But guess what? Toby Hooper was sitting there working off of a Steven Spielberg script, making a Steven Spielberg produced movie. Of course, he's going to try and make it feel like a Steven Spielberg film.
That's what they did here.
And that's kind of what it feels like here. That's my point anyway. It's like, it just kind of feels like somebody's trying to emulate that. It doesn't always work.
I got to play a clip for Joe. So thank you, Joe, for the super chat. And here's a classic clip.
Hey, Jim! Whoa!
Excuse me.
That's a bad outfit.
Woo! Thank you.
Even
Joe.
right there, look at the confidence that he speaks with and carries himself. We get none of that with our Superman. But listen, I don't know if it's true about Spielberg only being on the set twice, but Gunn edited this
hyperbolic,
too.
But
yeah,
he did have
suspect,
more, the influence of the cast and some other business. I'm not saying he didn't, and it's the same kind of thing here, right?
Yeah.
So it's Toby Hooper making a Spielberg movie. This was whoever the fuck directed this making a James Gunn movie. Basically, you're not wrong.
Yeah,
but...
they knew.
Yeah, I think there's more Gunn in there.
Style. Yeah, they know there's Gunn, and he's obviously giving notes and things.
Well,
and
clearly,
but some influence on it.
There's just this. I can't believe this thing got away from him. That's the thing that it feels like to me is like, what are you doing? The whole thing was built upon this stupid idea of making a Supergirl movie to begin with. Right?
Yeah,
like
Batman should have been number 2. I mean, I'm coming out with Batman. Yeah.
And the rumor I heard is that they couldn't do anything with the Batman until the Batman 2 was done. And they can't do anything with Wonder, or they can now, but they couldn't at the time do much with Wonder Woman until Gal Gadot's contract was up. Otherwise, they'd have to pay her out. That was what I was heard. It's a rumor.
Okay.
Take it as a rumor.
Well, why not just buy her out of her contract? It would be a lot cheaper than
not
losing.
Necessarily.
Yeah.
Because it depends on how many more movies she had on her contract and how much more time there was. And I'm sitting here looking at it going, well, this has been almost 4 or 5 years now. And when was Wonder Woman 84? That was in 2020 or 2021?
Yeah,
so this
but they
year
could
would
have
be the 5-year up since then. Yeah, so yeah.
Well, she could have been, Queen Hippolyta. Like, they could still put her in a movie, but honestly, there's no way her contract was worth the $200 million they're going to lose on this.
Well, that's a whole nother conversation to be had, right? Like, I mean, the thing is Gunn clearly wants to do a much different universe, and I had gotten that, it was suggested to me that it was going to be mostly younger versions of these characters. Sans Batman's going to be kind of like our age-ish, maybe.
Well, then
younger.
why wasn't Cavill under contract?
Cavill he was done with his contract. His contract was done and over with. Yeah. And he was attached to a totally different situation. See, that's the other thing people need to understand. And this is kind of where I was talking with Gary on, and we're retweeting each other, but I also talked to him last night on Flashcast about it of Nerderotic, where he's like, you shouldn't have fired James Gunn or whatever. But it's like, or you should have fired James Gunn. Should have never fired Henry Cavill. I'm like, well, he never hired him to fire him. People need to understand that this Superman project started out as an also ran, just like the Batman. It was meant to run alongside the other stuff. Yeah, and what happened was this whole time they were whining and dining James Gunn to take over the DC universe, and when he decided to, he was already in the midst of getting ready to make Superman or just about to make Superman, whatever it was, and he just decided to keep that and all the other shit that he had already done instead of starting over or refreshing it in a way that would make it its own thing. Because I was Zaslav, that's the point where I said, okay, good, but there's only one stipulation I have. You start at ground zero. You can go finish off Peacemaker and do it however you want to do it, but when you get Superman out, that's it. That's the beginning of new things. Everything, nothing is attached to anything else. No more fucking having this means canon, this doesn't mean canon, any of that bullshit, because then Peacemaker season 2 made all that fucking worse anyway.
So according to
DC,
I got a super chat from JT Kirk here, our good friend JT. He says, Genesis, what's that?
Don't insult my
fire.
I clipped
Genesis, what's that? Don't insult my intelligence, Kirk.
I almost finished it for you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Jay. Let's play. I got to play another. Whenever I play one Wrath of Khan clip, I got to.
When
play.
I swing around, I mean to deprive you of your life.
Now, when I swing it
He
around,
tasks me. He tasks me, and I shall have him.
Oh, here
So
we go.
according,
static. Oh, I got to do let them eat static.
Let them eat static.
Sorry.
So according to DC Cinematic, her contract was up. She was not under any contract. Actually, she did one more movie past her initial 3-picture contract.
Godot,
yes. Yeah. So they didn't need to. Yeah.
So, but it just, I did like Godot as Wonder Woman. I did appreciate it, but appreciate her casting, and I did, and her kind of accent actually kind of worked with the character too. I thought not having a perfect accent, but yeah,
she may have had an option with the Wonder Woman 84 contract, because that's what I was saying.
Maybe,
it's been
right? Yeah.
5 years.
It said that. It says that she's not. I don't know how accurate it is, though. But
she initially did have a 3-picture contract. You're right.
Right.
Okay.
But it was only extended for the one picture in 1984. They didn't want to do a multi-picture deal again because of the amount of money that they were paying her. And she got another $10 million on the back end. So if
she
they
got that
did
because
have
of
it,
the day and date shit. That's why.
yeah, but if they didn't have that, she certainly wasn't going to be under a multi-picture deal. They could have done Wonder Woman. See, I don't think James Gunn doesn't like doing the main characters. He likes the glurp shittos. He likes the weird C-list characters nobody ever heard of. If he could, he would have avoided Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman the whole time.
Like, I keep hearing he's like chomping at the bit to do these characters, and he keeps talking about them. See, that's the thing. Is like, to me, it makes more sense that something is getting in the fucking way more than.
Oh, I don't know. If he keeps talking about him, then that's almost guarantees that that's not really what's going on, because everything you hear from him is a misdirect and a lie and bullshit.
Yeah, you can't trust. I was trying to find the clip, a funny Star Trek clip here for Putin, but about the act. That's a great point. Yeah, why does Picard's clone have an English accent with his clone? We could bonk.
Mr. Lovey-Dovey.
Lovey-dovey. Bonk, bonk on the head. Bonk, bonk. Bonk.
Should get for not catching that one. Yeah, but yeah, you just it's just this total miss. Now, Superman, I didn't despise that movie like some people did, but it wasn't the overwhelming success that people were hoping it would be, or I'm sure the studio was hoping it would be. And Supergirl, yeah, I would have followed with Batman right out of the gate if I could have, or maybe a really cool Green Lantern movie, get into space and do some great, expand the universe like you were saying before, Tom, because the aliens in here are all throwaway aliens, and they don't explain how Kara's gotten this amazing spaceship, right? Or not? I mean, well, for us, for an Earthling, it's amazing. Like she's got this camper spaceship, but yeah, how does she get the spaceship? Where does she get her money? What's how does everyone know what the Kryptonians are allergic to kryptonite, and how do they even know about Kryptonians? I mean, they don't explain anything that they would have powers. Like there's only 2 Kryptonians left in the whole galaxy, so nothing's explained by a couple of little lines that are thrown in there. Like Kryptonians were known for their space exploration, but they don't explain how like there's no Federation here. What? It's just random, Star Wars aliens and all these crazy.
Yeah,
places
those are nerd nitpicks, though. That's not what's going to bother the normies, which are the larger issues. But I just thought of something. The movie should have been one of the 7, right? There's just no way to shouldn't have been Supergirl. It had to be one of the 7. They just had a Batman movie, couldn't do that. The Flash just came out and bombed. But you want a weird character that people don't really know about. Why didn't he do a Martian Manhunter film? That would have been perfect.
Well, that
for
would have
him.
been a good avant-garde or movie. Yeah, that could have been one of those way out there characters that someone doesn't know. Know that well. And
it should have been. I mean, he's an original Justice League member. That's what I mean by 1 out of the 7. Like they should have established the Justice League characters before anything else, and then expand the universe through each of their movies. You get Magic and Gods with Wonder Woman. you get space and cosmic stuff with Martian Manhunter. And then by the time that's out, you can start to maybe go back and revisit The Flash. I'm surprised he didn't make a Wonder Twins movie, actually.
Yeah, well, that would have been James Gunn. Who is this Adriana Arjona? Is that she married to someone in the movie? She's not in the movie, right? They keep
No. She's in Man of Tomorrow. She's going to be the backdoor Wonder Woman, I think.
Oh, that's where I'll think that she might be one. Yeah, Paula was saying she might be one.
Yeah, but she's got a different character name. I forget what it is. It's
okay, but it could be the backdoor Wonder. Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like that's what they're trying to do. That's one of the things he lied about too when the news about her casting was leaked.
Well, she's. I could see her as Wonder Woman. I guess. Yeah, she looks pretty damn cute. Yeah. We'll see, but I mean, the whole universe, this whole James Gunn iteration can go away, right? So
I don't think there's a chance in hell that it's gonna stick. I just don't. Yeah, Maxima. She's cast as Maxima, and I think that's just a sneaky way to get Wonder Woman in there.
Yeah. But yeah, we've got Man of Tomorrow. So we've got the Woman of Tomorrow, then we got the Man of Tomorrow. I guess it's a Brainiac. Is Brainiac in the Man of Tomorrow? Their version?
Supposedly, yeah.
Yeah. So,
but again, we're already going with Lex as the hero in this movie, man. They just can't keep anything straight. See, I don't think Gunn likes the character of Superman. I don't think he likes the idea of Superman. I don't think he likes the idea of a non-morally gray character.
Yep. And Joe was saying he's a totally different person as Superman. He's actually Clark. Superman is his disguise. Yep.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and the one thing that Superman doesn't act uber confident too. You think if you had all those powers, you'd act a little bit more Lobo. You're not going to be like, you're not Lobo. But is Momoa married to this girl, or is that his wife, or he's smacking her on the lips here? But I don't know. I thought he was married to someone else, but yeah, it's just it's not a fun movie, right? So it's not fun. It's almost plays like it's almost like Unforgiven in some ways, wouldn't you guys say? With the deconstruction there, and you've got the old, she's the old gunslinger, right? Not trying to tell the the young gunslinger not to commit murder. And
but it's much more like True Grit, and to call it Unforgiven is to seriously disrespect Unforgiven, which was played much more care with the source material, with the legends.
Yeah, but I'm saying just the idea of it, where it's Clint Eastwood becomes the Clint Eastwood of old that we know in that last 10 minutes of the movie, in that scene. And that's Kara Supergirl. Then he kills everyone. He's just takes everyone out, and just a brilliant ending. And the writer is there, and he's like, "You just killed everyone," and basically Clint is like, "Yeah, do you want to get out of here? Do you want to be the next one?" But then the young kid is innocent, right? The young gunslinger, he goes back to be in a family, and he realizes, yeah, this is not the life that I want. And,
but he's not that innocent. That's the point, and there's a lot more nuance.
Yeah. But basically, he's the, he realizes the error of his ways. He's not going to be he's not going to become a gunslinger.
Yeah. After he murders somebody on the toilet, so that's the thing.
Yeah. But he realizes what that innocence lost, and this movie, we don't want to see Supergirl, taking that. God, she's as many as there's a lot of, kills that she has in this movie, but they're not overt like this last one. And it's just, just that really, it's really, really a rough ending for the movie, especially when you misread the comic too. It's like, how do you misread the comic like that? As Tiger Stripes is saying, too, in there. So, would this have been a better film if they'd stayed true to the comic? I don't know. The comic was barely about Supergirl. It was a riff on True Grit with a story arc borrowed from a Neil Gaiman story.
What story? What comic? They didn't read the comic.
That was, by the way,
Tiger, you're getting here later, but Istophobos had found a clip if you rewind later. But Anne Nagara, the writer, didn't read the
or she didn't understand it. Jason Momoa is dating Adria Arjona. She got divorced and then started dating him, so she was married.
Okay, so yeah, I was wondering. Yep, yep. So yeah, so yeah, they weren't even true to the comic, which is a controversial comic, but yeah, I just didn't have fun watching this. But in some of these fights I was watching, I'm like, I really don't care what happens here. You know, there's some cool, like, yeah, she's swinging the chain around, and they like, yeah, there's some fun CGI moments, but there's
Yeah.
no joy behind it. It's too dark and
Well,
depressing.
the fights were weightless too. Why would Supergirl have to swing a chain? She should be able to take all those guys out in the blink of an eye. Again, it's like, why are you have all these powers? You could disarm them all in a millisecond with your heat vision, but instead she's sitting there pounding on them. And why aren't they dying? Do all these guys have superpowers? Well, you need to set that up in the movie then.
Yeah, and the other thing was the creme de la creme, the main villain. At one point, he catches a tank, like he puts one arm and he catches like this armored vehicle, which has got to weigh like 60 tons or more. But they never explain like how powerful all these other Reavers slash bad guys. Like, do they have superpowers or are they uber strong? It would make sense that they were, but he had some kind of
He has the
right?
strength of 1,000 men, but all of his little henchmen, it wouldn't make sense if they were that strong as well. And like I said, the movie doesn't give you enough information to even know.
Yeah, yeah. And Joe, I do like the Matt Reeves Batman. Steve Mitchum Thor. Vegas Thor is not here, but he really liked it. Clobby did not like. I always mention our dear departed buddy Clobby. He was not a fan of that movie, but I really liked it. And Tom had mentioned too. You know, the Penguin TV series doing so well. I think breathed new life into that Matt Reeves version of the Batman. But I did really dig that that version. I think the costume actually grew on me too by the end too. I really like that. I'm like, oh, the costume's not going to be good, but I did grow to like it. So and I love the soundtrack in that movie too. So
that gives them an option actually if DC decides they want to abandon this sort of direction. They can pivot to the Matt Reeves universe, which is already because it's not part of the DCU, but it wouldn't be a complete reboot either. So that gives them an option to sort of follow along the Matt Reeves and introduce his Superman and his Wonder Woman and his Flash.
No fucking thanks.
They probably won't take it, but I just don't see them being able to continue with these disasters.
Oh no, I don't want a fucking Matt Reeves Superman.
Yeah, for that Batman movie, I thought it did. I thought it worked. It was a kind of a surprise to me, but it was. I thought of it as an Elseworlds Batman almost. Like it's just, it's out there.
You know how I feel about it. So
I know how you feel about it. But you could also do Marvel kind of screwed things up too. Back in the day, we used to get like these superhero movies, and they were not interconnected, and you just had Superman existed there. There was Batman. 89 and nothing else mattered, and you wouldn't see other superheroes in the other movies, or sometimes they would mention them, but so now everyone is looking for this whole interconnected universe, and I don't mind if they, like Matt Reeves says, oh, I've got this vision of Batman, I'm just going to tell this version of this story, and it doesn't have to be connected to anything else. So it's
I liked the fact that Matt Reeves' Batman was a detective. I didn't like the fact that he was a retarded detective. So, he wasn't very bright.
Well, I would debate that a little bit, but I think he's early in his career, and he's able to find certain things. But I did like that they did try to, as you're saying, they did try to get back to the Detective Comics, right? The world's greatest detective, and he's supposed to be like a version of Sherlock Holmes. So
how many guys in Hollywood are around now you think are smart enough to write Sherlock Holmes? My guess is like zero.
yeah. So and then we had a super chat here. Let me catch up to that from Headcase here. Oh, hey, hail to Dennis. Hey, is this live? Yes, we are live. See, I'm live here. Yep. Great to see you on the vertical side, Dennis. Yep. And Momoa was wonderful in Game of Thrones. And we got my buddy Real Headcase here. Said Gunn likes Kanan though. And thank you for the super chat, the Real Headcase. And let's I got to play a clip for you. Let me play something Let's play something classic here.
Why don't you just make 10 louder and make 10 be the top number and make that a little louder?
These go to 11.
These go to 11. Thank you again, Real Headcase. Yep. Oh, and he was married. Yeah, I thought he was married to Lisa Bonet. Yep.
No, they got divorced so he could
years ago,
date Audrey.
yeah.
Hey, I've got that one too.
These go to 11.
Right. Yep. And I do have my my Spinal Tap figure here. Let me get Nigel. I do have Nigel Tufnell here. Here we go. Let me put this on the. I'm big in myself. I just got this. Of course, whenever you order a figure from Amazon, I think you got to order just one figure. Look how I was going to free him from the cocoon there, but man, Amazon they put it in a box with like other I'd ordered like battery for my my lap for my UPC and like smashed it.
Oh, ouch! I didn't even know they made. I would have bought all of those if I had.
They're still available, yeah, and I'll put the link in the chat for everyone. But and this new web camera is pretty freaking good. I got it so I could show my toys.
Yeah.
Wow. That's pretty amazing. It can focus like that because the other web camera would never focus. Yeah. So they've got Derek Smalls, and you've got David St. Hamed's. So do they show the other? I'll dig these up in the chat here. I'll put.
You can even see when your web camera switches over to macro. When it's about a foot away, it blurs out and then starts getting into focusing.
Pretty good.
I mean, it's cool.
It's an Osbot tiny 3 light camera.
How much was it?
$150 on sale right now. But it works great. That's freaking amazing. And I had a $100 gift card for my birthday, so it cost me $50. So I figured it was worth the upgrade. But wow, it really. And then you were here. I don't know if you were here before, Tom, when I was rotating it around. But yeah, you can move. Let's have fun for a second. Let's show everyone my room here. So you can go around with this little camera, and you can scroll. I can zoom around. So here's the big Playmobil Enterprise. You can actually zoom in and out pretty well too.
They've got 12-inch figures too, but I like the smaller ones.
Yeah, the smaller ones are good.
Nigel, Derek, and David. I think there's a fourth as.
There might be a fourth, yeah. So here is I have a ton of little mini mates on my desk here.
Just so people know this is why we really want our kids to move out. We don't care if they succeed. we just want we need the space for our toys.
Yes, yeah. Oh, there's Winnie the Pooh there. God, this camera focuses pretty well there. There's Thanos.
Hello, Mark. I see you have me there on the shelf. A little dusty.
I turned the light off here. Oh, let's go up.
So is this all digital zoom or is it a PTZ camera or what?
It's PTZ camera. So I don't know if it has. Yeah. I don't know if it's totally digital zoom, but let's zoom in here. I mean, it's pretty darn good. Even if it is digital, it looks pretty good. So yeah, we're having fun on the geekery here. Let's zoom out a little bit. Yeah, so there's Cap. There's some of my Star Trek stuff. Yep. Yeah, so let's check out the Enterprise B there.
That looks like an optical zoom as the lens is stepping. I think digital.
Yeah, it's probably. Well, I'm pressing a button on my Stream Deck, so I don't know if it's. So I don't know if it's optical, but even if it is optical, it's pretty darn. I'm gonna call it's pretty darn good there. Yeah. So we can spin. I got to straighten that picture, but. And I can spin around the room here. Oh, this is fun. Yeah. Oh, I'm getting my head in there. Yeah. These are all my Mego figures here. Let's zoom in. Yeah, that's my favorite Star Trek poster. Yep. So there's some of the Megos. The only thing is, I got to fix on Stream Deck. You got to keep pushing the button to zoom in and out. You can't. You can't just. I'll have to check that. Yeah. There's some signs there. Spider-Man. Yeah. So this is pretty wild. Yeah. There's my signed Wrath of Khan. Ricardo Montalban poster there.
I just realized that Enterprise comm panel looks like it's has a mini Etch-a-Sketch, but
yeah, that's the Think Geek one. Yep. If I go down here, let's see, where is it? Yep.
There it is.
Yeah. Does look like an Etch-a-Sketch, right? Yep. Tiger Stripe says, "Nice house, good tea." Yep. So this is pretty wide. Yeah, you can really. So there's my favorite thing statue there. Yep. So yeah, this what sometimes you buy things you're like, oh, this is crappy, but there's a tick watching over all of us. Yep. So pretty darn cool. Yep. Pretty darn cool. Yep. So I can do room tours now without. I don't even have to get my lazy ass off out of my. I can just show the room now. Yep. Just that way. Yeah. Which is pretty fun. Yep. So I'll dig up the link for that web camera. Yep. Let's see. Let's get my ugly mug back in the middle here. So I hope you enjoyed that quick room tour. There we go. All right. I'll grab the link for that in a second. Yep. So bad comic, bad movie, bad, just all around bad. Yeah. Amanda Stool, Penguin is sweet. Yep. Oh, Steve is actually here. Well, when Steve is here, that means that we're gonna play this. All right. Great to see you, Steve. Yep. Hope you had a great weekend. Oh, and actually, I did one of these things. The Amazon actually has you can set up a storefront now. So I think I added that camera right to the storefront. So here, shameless affiliate plug here. If I put this link in, I think that'll take you right. I think I'd started doing a streaming setup link. So let me know if that camera shows up. But I think let's see here. Yeah, here's the hotspot. But yeah, I was really impressed with how this camera worked. Let's see here. Let me get the link. Come on, camera. Not camera. Chrome is slow here. Copy link. Yep, there we go. So let me put this in the chat. But the right gear does make a difference. Yeah, definitely. If you can, audio I'd say is number one, but it's nice to have a cool camera like this where I can spin things around. All right. There we go. Boom. There's that. Yep. And it was very good until last season, and even it wasn't the worst. I just don't think it's what Martin intended for great, which might have been contractual. Great reading if you read. Which are you talking about? Night of the Seven Kingdoms or
no game?
House of the Dragon?
It's talking about House of the
Dragon.
Martin is pissed. He doesn't want to have anything to do with the show now. He's not happy.
Oh, with the new where House of the Dragon went?
Yeah, I don't know the
specifics.
I
haven't watched the new season, but yeah. So
I'm a little tired of being taken hostage by a TV show and dragged around when I don't really trust the writers to do good things with the characters I get invested in. And that's the thing. From the reviews I've heard of this, they're doing some really good things and some really awful things that don't make any sense. And if you really invest in something, it is a bit of a hostage trust situation. And I'm also tired of watching, 2-hour movies spread out across 12 hours a season.
Yeah. The second season was so all filler, man. I love the first season of House of the Dragon. Second season, I think you could have just shown, it could have been the last episode. You could have just shown that and maybe a couple little bits and pieces from the other episode. It could have had that could have been a 2-hour movie.
Well, that's the thing. These season openers are actually last year's finale. So after that, we're probably going to get, 4 episodes of filler.
Yeah, so I guess we set up the big dragon fight, and I guess we're 2 episodes in onto the new season of House of the Dragon, or another one.
Yeah,
was out tonight.
So they were all very heavy action oriented because again they were the finales from last year. So
yeah,
I don't know. I love that tweet.
We should have gotten last year too, right? They end the show. You're getting right to the big fight that you've been waiting all season for. And it's like fire. Yeah. You got to wait, right? Yeah.
I love that tweet about George really understands Hollywood. He is so right.
Yeah. George really understands the laundry, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And hail to Power Ranger Donnie. Hello again, Ista. Hope everyone is well on this final Sunday of the month. 2 months till Power Rangers Day. Yeah, Benet was older than him. Yeah, Lisa Bonet and Tiny. Yeah. Well, Bia hit on a friend of Klobby's while he was still married. Yep, I remember Mike saying that, talking about that. Yep.
Oh, I forgot all about that.
Hail to Brian Hepburn. Yeah, one of our friends was telling me a story about names no matter, but like she was divorced and then went on like one of those dating apps and then saw one of the husbands in the neighborhood and like texted him like, "Oh, did you recently get divorced? I didn't know." Or he's like, "No, please don't tell anyone." It's like, who would put their first name and face on the dating app, like and say like where you live too? It's like,
well, I'm against my will, I'm constantly seeing all these videos, where husbands discover their wives' Tinder, like. I mean, there's literally thousands of them, and I'm not looking for that stuff. Like, but as soon as you watch one car body cam video, your feed starts getting flooded with that. I just, people are either indiscreet or you're just not thinking. I don't know. You would have never seen that back in the day. Something so obvious.
Well, now we've got the interwebs, right? So yeah. Before, you'd find out about it through through God. Did you see so and so leaving so and so's house? Or that's what we do in college. Like one of the reasons, like people would pull the fire drill at like 2 a.m. on a Saturday to see who had the walk of shame, outside the dorm or who was with who, right? One of my favorite stories was the fire alarm goes off, and I'm watching the Doomsday Machine, obviously, which is one of the greatest episodes of Star Trek ever. And the RA's like, "Mark, you gotta leave," like. And this is back before I didn't own any of you. If the Doomsday Machine was on, like you're like, "Oh, psych! It's a good episode. It's on Alternative Factor." You couldn't choose what you watched for Star Trek. I couldn't afford the VHS tapes back then. No one in our college had a VHS machine. I'm that old. And he's like, "You got to leave. There's a fire drill." I'm like, "Tom, I'm not leaving till the Doomsday Machine episode is over." He's like, "But I'm gonna have to write you up." I'm like, "Fucking write me up. I'm not fucking leaving until the Star Trek episode is over." He's like, "You fucking nerd." I'm like, "It's the Doomsday Machine. It's like one of the best episodes ever." And he's laughing. He's like, all right. I'm like, "There's no fucking fire anyway." It's like, and I'm on the second floor. If I need to, I can jump out the window, right? I mean, we're not that high here. It's like, "Come on, man. It's doing my job." I'm like, "All right, well, write me up if you." He didn't write me up.
Yeah. I think my school had so many alarms that if there was actually a real fire, people would have burned because nobody would have taken it seriously.
Yeah, no, you always think it's think it's just a fake, unfortunately it was a thing to like pull the fire alarm. And then like one of the girls did it, and then she was drunk, and just because she was drunk, and then the ink went all over her hands, so they're hiding her. It's like, it's something you shouldn't do, but it was so common back then. Yeah. So it's Osbot. It's spelled OBSBOT. Yep. So this is the Tiny 3 Lite, and then there's a full version, which is even like it's double the price, but it's I'll put it in. Yeah, Osbot Tiny 3 Lite. But it really amazing. I'm gonna have to do a review of a really amazing webcam. For what you get. Yeah, it's not a cheap one, but yeah, the junky ones are like $30, and I think Logitech and some of the more expensive ones are like 80 to 100. Yeah. So
I think the tiny one has a 3x optical and the larger one has a 10.
Okay.
Those
the sensor in the full version is better on the Tiny 3, but who wants to see me, right? But
they also have
that one.
They also have the little Osbot Meet, which looks like an action camera.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, hey, listen, man, I'm fading. Talking about Supergirl was exhausting, and I'm trying not to stay up till 4 a.m. every night anyway. So
What time zone are you in this? I forget.
I'm in yours. I'm in
Oh,
Eastern.
you're my
So
time zone. Okay, you're in Eastern. Yeah, yeah. Because I
Yeah,
stayed up.
so-
I love being at Price's stream. We hang out a
Yeah.
lot there, but sometimes
yeah, but
I
it
gotta
always
catch
wipes me out.
Yeah, it's like 3
'Cause-
in the morning, and I'm like,
Yeah.
so sometimes I just lurk there and
Yeah.
because I'm like, oh god, I can't go on every night because I got to get to work in the morning. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and then I don't get to bed till another hour out. I can't just like sign
you're
off
amped
and
up,
go.
right?
Yeah. But I think I'm actually quite relaxed now. So thank
Okay.
you, chat. Bye, Mark. Bye, Tom.
Thank you.
It's been
Yep, catch you during
a
the
very
week, yeah.
enlightening stream. Good night, everyone. Take care. Be nice.
Take care, Esther. Yep, be
Be
good. Yep,
safe.
be nice. Be nice to everyone. Yes, you can be a jerk, but be good though, right?
Yeah, be good, but don't be like that. That's doesn't. Again, it's just word like they don't even
Word
understand the
salad.
words they're putting on the page. Yeah. Good night, all. Be
Good night,
kind
Esther.
and nice.
Yes, be both. Yep. And Maddie's daddy says, yeah, Tiger. So I haven't asked her if it's okay to share the story, but Mark, I did. Yes, I did meet her at Mike's memorial. Yes, so yep, I can vouch for that story. Yep. And Godzilla says, oh, sorry, Mark, I was trying to say origin movies, not original movies. Oh no, don't worry. Yep, nobody wants origin movies where there's info like weakness to kryptonite, powered by yellow sun, etc. would go. Yeah. And Donnie's part 2 of his chat message here was, speaking of Power Rangers, there's my mock-up cover of Zeo theme tune. Check it out on SoundCloud. So thank you, Donnie, for posting that for everyone. And Donnie says, that's a story I simply must hear. Well, the lady was very cute. So not a surprise, I'll say, that that someone would hit on her, but yeah, you should not do that if you're married, especially to Lisa Bonet. My God, yeah. And here's the sci-fi model guy, our buddy Sean. Check him out. He's building some great starships. If you want to learn how to build some awesome starships, he's doing the Reliant right now from Wrath of Khan. So check that out. Yep. Donnie says, yeah, 2 decades since Superman Returns debuted in cinemas. Oh, our good friend Robert Barnett worked on that movie, but what a mess up. I don't know. Would I say Supergirl is worse than Superman Returns? I don't know. I think Superman Returns, the fantastic scene in the beginning where he saves the airplane. You could just watch that. And the funny thing was when I went to see that was before you could had like an assigned seat in the cinema. So the movie had sold out, and we were supposed to get in, but we were like walked into the movie theater and watched that scene like sitting in the aisle. And then we finally got like another movie theater a half hour later. And I was talking to my friend we're with, like, we could have just watched that scene and left, would have been okay. Yep. And not have to pay for it. Yep. Dang, that's a lot of stuff. Okay, in reference to the web camera, right? Yep. Getting up close and personal with Mark's wall. Yep. There are a bunch of the 4. Oh, let me put in the Spinal Tap action figure link here too. Let me put that Spinal Tap action figures. They're pretty cool figures. Yep. So here's Nigel Tufnell. They got David St. Hubnans and Derek Smalls. It's Super 7. Yep. So let me put let's put the great Nigel Tufnell, the amazing guitarist, the Spinal Tap. Let's throw his link in the chat here. Yeah, they're pretty good figures. Of course, the damn backing board is damaged. Yeah, so they've got 2 Derek Smalls, Nigel Tuff, 2 different versions of Nigel, 2 different versions of David St. Hubbins. Yep. Oh, and they're all pretty cheap right now. $13, $15. They're pretty cheap right now. Here, let me see this. Clicking on it. Here's the link. So let's see. Spinal Tarp figures, and I know it's Spinal Tap, but if you know the movie well enough, it's the joke at the end. Yeah, Spinal Tarp. Yep. There we go. Oh, I'm way behind on the chat here. It's 12. We're like 15 minutes behind. Yep. Spoon. Yep. Let me see if I'm gonna skip through some of them. Yep. There's more starships in your room than the space dock. LOL. Thank you. Yeah. So is the camera is connected to the computer. And the nice thing about it, I can't show it because it's small. Like right here, I'm gonna here's my Grogu 3D print of Grogu. That's about how big the camera is. The camera is like, when they say tiny, it's tiny. Like, and the nice thing is you can, my old Logitech, you couldn't unplug it from the back. So this one I can just take it and go. And it's about, if I make my, I'm bigging myself. I mean, it's about yay big. Yeah. So let's see if I get it's about yay big. That's about how big the camera is. It's pretty damn small. Yep. So it's nice. Yeah, I got to put that beauty filter. They have beauty filters. I got to put the beauty filter on. Yeah. And Donnie says, I bought an Automorphing Power Rangers figure from Playmates. Nice. Yep. Yeah, there's some cool ones. Yeah. And Marge Simpson, where are you at? Fred Meyer. There's some cool Simpson figures out now too. Yep. Yep. All right. So let's see what I'm missing in the chat here. Yep. There we go. That's the link to it. Yep. There's the link. Yep. And yeah, Night of the Seven Kingdoms was really good. Tom, did you watch Night of the Seven Kingdoms or?
I did not. Sorry,
you did not. That's okay. But yeah, that was a pretty damn good adaptation. Yep, that was good. Yep, yep. Sickening to see a beloved novel story twisted into something unrecognizable. Happens all the time. Execs despise writers. Now, a couple of summers ago, my vacation, I always try to pick a book to read when I get to sit on the beach. And Ready Player One, I read the book. God, what a great book that is. I couldn't put it down. But after reading the book and then after watching the movie, I'm like, oh my God, they dumbed that movie down so much. I mean, it's not a bad movie, and it captures how everyone's living, and the houses stacked upon each other. So, part of the movie is good, but they just dumb the puzzles down to basically races. And the first puzzle, I don't want to spoil it, but the kid's got to figure out, where the first clue is. And it's a real trick that he's the only one that notices some of these clues, and he figures out where the clue. But the first clue has nothing to do with like a race or anything. So, God, read Ready Player One if you haven't. And oh man, it's like 100 times better than the movie. And of course, growing up in the 80s, it's got so many 80s great 80s references and little Easter eggs that it's really fun and really well done. Yep. Here's Momoa as Lobo, and yeah, he's good as Lobo, but it's just he's not in it enough, and he's kind of shoehorned in there where it's just boom, let's just do Lobo, and yeah, he's going to be a fan favorite, and yeah, let's just give him 5 minutes in the movie, and yeah, it's going to be a hit, right? Or it'll help our movie out. Yeah, yeah. So, I'm not putting that link up. Yep, yeah. I'm not putting that up. Yep, yep. How can a Rottweiler make it with a Chihuahua? Oh, that's Dumb and Dumber, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, Lisa Bonet was married. At one point, she was married to Lenny Kravitz. Yeah, yeah. Let's see. Doomsday Machine is the greatest episode of Star Trek ever. So let's check out the box office this week. So Toy Story is kicking ass, right? $21 million, right? Toy Story. Let's see. Let's check out the box office for the weekend. Yep. Let's see. June 26th to 28. Yep, yep. Well, actually, only 70 million. So that's kind of low for Toy Story at 5, I would think, right? I think that's pretty low, I think. Yep. So we got Jackass the movie, Obsession is still cranking it out, even though it's down. But so Obsession has got 233 million. Wow, it's gonna make a lot more money than Supergirl. It looks like. So Supergirl hit 40, just below 40 million. So not doing well. Yep. Backrooms is 184. Scary Movie 100. Bleach. Michael is up to 370 million. So it's basically made $1 million. So Michael is basically out of theaters. Yep. The other movie that was Citizen Vigilante has been out now too. So I guess that doesn't have any box office, but I think that was on Twitter and for free. Have you seen Citizen Vigilante?
I should have, but I haven't yet. With everything, especially with my computer going on, it was just something that didn't happen. And I should have done it before, because Andre actually interviewed Uwe Boll and we had a screener, but I just didn't get around to it.
Yep.
But I've heard interesting things about it. Mostly good. It's like a modern Death Wish kind of movie.
Yeah, look at Modern Death Wish, and I guess it got banned in Germany and some other countries because of the who he's avenging or what he's doing in the movie, to put it lightly, right? So and it's Army Hammer. I don't think he eats anyone in the movie, right? Yep. So but Army Hammer was in trouble for what he had, that cannibal quote or something with his ex-girlfriend or wife or whoever it was. Yep. So maybe a controversy a few years ago. Yeah. So, and we got JT Kirk with another super chat. JT, stop doing that. But he says the more they overthink the webcam, the easier it is to stop up the stream. All right. Well, now I've got to play that clip. Well, I've got this one. Let me find that clip. I'm gonna play No Bloody
A, B, C, or D.
Let me see where I have that clip hiding. Klobby used to play that clip all the time. Let's see, where do I have? Do I have that one on my StreamYard? Let's see. I'll play a couple funny ones.
You cooperate with us, and maybe we'll cut you in for a piece of the action.
Risk is part of the game. You want to sit in that chair?
The medical staff doesn't arrive till Tuesday.
Oh, I don't have that clip loaded, but I'll definitely have to load that clip up. Yep. So I get the agonizer for not having that ready.
Your agonizer, please.
No, Mr. Spock!
So so I guess that says in Vigilante movie is and thank you JT again, is really storm of a controversy. Yep. So because of the just say the protected class that I guess he's acting against it. Yep. Oh, and Tiger Stripes is saying, just checking the veracity of your story without naming names. Which she was very hot. Yes, she was very hot, and I don't want to say who she cosplayed. She was known for cosplaying as someone. I'm not even going to say because then I could. But yes, she was very, very cute. Yes, very, very cute. Yeah. And JT says, "Oh, the Intrepid, aka the Reliant." Yeah, I was on the stream the other night. I said the Intrepid instead of the Reliant. I'm like, geez, I need some memory pills from Dr. McCoy. Yep. But getting back to Tiger, yes, she was a very handsome lady, as they say, right? Yeah. Maybe Jason was flirting for fun because he used to go on and on about Benet was his child. Well, sometimes people do some things that they shouldn't do, right? So and there's a thing about flirting and flirting, does it lead to anything else, right? But and Putin liked Kate Bosworth. I just did not like that movie. So yeah. Sub-2-year-old toys, yes, yeah. I've never been to the theater with a sign. Every movie theater I go to now is assigned. They got numbers on the seats, and you buy it ahead of time, and which is nice too. I think, yeah. So, Tiger doesn't like the assigned seats. Okay, I do like the assigned seats. Yeah, well, at least you don't have to wait online. Like back in the day, we'd wait for like the next Star Trek movie was coming out. We'd get online, 8 hours early, which is kind of the fun of going to see a movie. And meeting everyone online and hanging out with everyone. So now, here's a movie. Stop That Train. Someone was telling me Stop That Train was freaking hysterical. This is a movie that's I guess I don't know how to define this movie, but it's all RuPaul, and it's let me share the screen here. Have you seen heard about Stop That Train, Tom, or seen it? Or
yeah, I've heard about it.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance yet. Action comedy disaster film with RuPaul, and and just someone was watching and telling me they couldn't stop laughing watching it. So I might have to check check this out. But I guess people are sick of all the political correct humor, so I guess it makes fun of everyone in this movie, which is good. But that's one I might have to check out or watch when it's streaming. Yeah. So yeah, so I think we've talked enough Supergirl, so we'll go we'll switch to some enabling here, and I had some other right, Tom, you talked enough about Supergirl, right?
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah. Well, see, I haven't been on. I was on Price, and I was going to do a quick review, but yeah, I haven't been on that much. I've had a busy, really busy week, unfortunately. So, and then what happened with your computer? Totally died, or
I killed it.
you killed it? What?
I don't know what I did, but I killed the fuck out of it.
Yeah. So it's mostly dead.
Luckily, my kids saved the hard drive.
They saved the hard drive. Okay, thank God. Yeah. Well, that's the most important thing. Yeah, save the hard drive and your data, because shit, you lose that, then it's just the worst. Yeah. So let's do some food right now, right? Yeah, why not? Let's do some food. Yep. So foodery, time for foodery. Yep. Let's share this tab here. So if you're ever in the New Haven area, Modern Pizza earns national recognition for keeping it local. Now, some of these other places have done franchises and things like that, but like Pepe's and Sally's in New Haven. But this is just a one-off pizza place, and brick oven pizza, and yeah, it's just amazing food. And I hope everyone is really hungry right now, right? Yeah. But a lot of people, it's not as well known in New Haven, but a lot of people swear by Modern Pizza. So New Haven since 1933. Yeah. So yeah. Oh yeah, I don't know. Arnie was canceling the word of 1X. Yeah, not even more than one, just one. I think. Yeah, well, that was a tough one. Yep. And hail to Brian Barth. Yep. And Brian says, I am watching Michael and liking it. But you haven't watched it more than Tom, though. But and now is Michael streaming for free now, Tom, or is it still video on demand? I can't remember now. Yep. So I'm not sure. Michael is might be video on demand. Yep. But yeah. So here's Modern Pizza. And let me put this link in the chat for everyone. So if you're ever in New Haven, Connecticut, clam pizza on me. Come visit. plenty of great clam pizza here. Yeah.
That's not the incentive you think it is.
Right. All right. Well, I'll buy a pizza of your choice. How about that? Any pizza?
I was gonna say I'll share a pizza with you, but it ain't gonna be no. Or you can have that. I'll have something else.
I'll have something else. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Good. But yeah, have you ever been to Connecticut, Tom, or up my way, or?
Oh no, but I wouldn't mind checking it out some day. Just I just haven't had the opportunity.
Have you ever been to New York City, or?
No.
Yeah, so that's the thing. If I'm like an hour and a half from New York City, so if anyone heads to New York City, let me know. Or if you're coming for anyone's coming for Comic-Con, everyone goes to San Diego Comic-Con. No one, not that many people come to New York Comic-Con. So I was hoping to meet up with more people, but I think Price lives around northeast area. Not that narrows it down, but I think an Admiral Teague lives in New York, which you said. But hey, the PBS. Well, we're enabling food right now. Yep, we're enabling some food. Yep. So I had a couple articles I saved, but for the week. So the other big news is John Byrne is returning. Well, he's got some published work. So this was basically fan fiction that he's been putting on his website for free, and now they're publishing it, so you can buy. It's going to be a 3-volume set. Excuse me. And the first one was out. I think it's about $30 on Amazon. It's been selling out everywhere now. John Byrne, I love this quote. He says, "The reclusive creator talks about X-Men Elsewhere, his new and possibly final comics project. He also expounds on his worst comic experience in Marvel movies. I'm not Alan Moore. I'll take the money. So I just love that. Yeah, I'll take the money. So yeah, that's a pretty good attitude, right? Yeah, yeah. So oh, and Putin says, yeah, just one hard drive. You need to mirror that stuff. Yeah, yeah, and food. Yep, yep. Oh, I didn't put up. Here we go. Here's some bacon for everyone if you're really hungry. Yep, some bacon wrapped meatballs. And here's Klobby's Sunday Night Eatery poster that he did for me. Yep. So thank you, Victory Crawburn Times, for that. Let's take that down now. Yeah. So Byrne, great, phenomenal artist, and he didn't write the X-Men back then. It was someone else writing, but Claremont. But wow. So yeah, I got a fun. Yeah, it had to be pizza, right? Yeah, yeah. Because I bring the food at midnight because I want everyone to be heavy like me, right? Yeah. And Tom, clam pizza, you're like, maybe Bat Tom would like clam pizza. I don't know. Yeah, yeah. Yep, in San Diego, yep. Jack Kirby helped found it. Yeah, but everyone seems to want to go to the West Coast. Would be fun if we get some more people coming to the East Coast. Yep. But yeah, John Byrne would shop in my local comic book shop in Connecticut once in a while. And one time he was in there, the owner told me about this. I didn't hear it. I wasn't there firsthand. But some kids come in to the shop, and John Byrne's talking to the owner of the store, and kids come in and say, we want to buy some John Byrne John Byrne comics and X-Men, and or we also want to get like his first Marvel work, like his early stuff. So the owner, whose name is also Tom, says, oh yeah, but his Iron Fist, his work was just really crappy when he started out with Marvel. It was really terrible. And then John Byrne's like, yeah, he wasn't very good in the beginning or something like that. And the kids are like, oh yeah, really? Like, this is before the internet days, so it's like freaking they're talking to John Byrne and they have no idea that it's John Byrne in the shop. It's just hysterical. So yeah. Oh, and Alan Moore takes the money, just doesn't do anything more than that. I don't think Alan Moore is turning down money. Why? He doesn't want his name on anything. I don't know. Does he turn down? That'd be interesting. Does he donate the money or turn down them? I don't know. Yeah. But he definitely doesn't want to be associated with any of his comic book stuff. Yep. Moink balls. Yep. Oh man, I mean to make those someday. They're very easy to make, Lenrod. So the easy way to make those is buy pre-made meatballs. You got to put a rub on them, and you got to smoke them. Can't do them in the oven, but smoking them makes them turn out a little bit better. And you just wrap those meatballs in bacon, little glaze some barbecue sauce the last 5 minutes. Oh man, those are popular. Those are popular eats at a party. Yep. So let's read a couple paragraphs of this story here. So in 1980, Uncanny X-Men was one of the most influential comics at Marvel, attracting readers with its stories of heroes shunned by society yet willing to don costumes and save the world that hated and feared them. The comics feature unique-looking, internationally seasoned characters such as Wolverine and Nightcrawler, romance between various teammates, and melodrama galore. Now, I mean, when I was reading them in the 70s, like we couldn't wait till the next episode of the X-Men or issue came out. It was just we just couldn't wait. It was just so good. Yeah. So Claremont and John Byrne were writing a high, rarely seen in industry, creating the now famous Dark Phoenix storyline and following it up with Days of Future Past, stories that still influence today. When Tiger says, yes, anything is better wrapped in bacon. Yeah. So, and Days of Future Past, the Rogue cut was a little bit better. Dark Phoenix, God, they screwed that story up. Let me post the link to this article in the chat, so if you want to read it at your leisure. There we go. But yeah, so Byrne was fed up after months of creative differences. He quit the book, packing up his pencils, and work on Marvel titles. Following popular runs on he was great on the Fantastic Four. Loved his run there, Alpha Fight, and the Hulk. He let the company help propel the out of the sales doldrums of the late 70s. Yep, they went to work on Superman. Yep. But Byrne had never. But Legion of Defense wondered what if Byrne had never left Uncanny X-Men. So he had been publishing these stories on his website for free. Something I didn't intend. It wasn't intended for publication. Is the definition of fan fiction. Semi-retired artist writer tells the Hollywood Reporter. Some people use the term as a pejorative, and I don't think it is. Right. So, in a rare interview with Byrne, who years ago stepped away from the public eye and for the most part the comic convention circuit. However, yeah, because I don't see him at cons anymore. Yep. Um, which read in a wide range of discussion about his biggest career regret that would be taking on Superman in the 80s. And Clobby hated his revamp of Superman. Well, he might not like most Marvel movies. He's happy for the thank you checks. Yep. So the whole Elseworld endeavor began in 2018 when he began drawing his hero Wolverine fighting the human pterodactyl known as Sauron. Having done that, I suddenly felt compelled to do a second page and a third and a fourth, and just kept falling out of the pencil, he recalls. So I eventually got frustrated that no one was seeing it, so I decided to post on my website as fan fiction. Once he started, he didn't stop. For about 3 years, one page every weekday would be posted around a standard comic book issue a month, give or take a few pages. It would start each issue on the first of the month, so you can get these online. Yep. It made me feel like a young whippersnapper, he says. I brought back some of the stuff that had faded over the years. So he eventually wrote and drew 31 issues, all for fun, all for no pay, and best of all, with no pesky editorial interference, right? So I'll skim this, skim through this here, go down. But so basically this this book is coming out. So he arranged a meeting with writer, artist, editor at Marvel, C.B. Bulaski, who was interested in seeing this published. So yeah, so it's coming out now. And so yeah, it's quite a break. And Royale notes of Willis being plucked from so-called obscurity. That's the anchor. Yep. Elseworld was already a success before hitting stores. The first printing of 25,000 is already sellout and pre-sales for Abrams. Is now printing the second edition of 20,000 copies. Yeah. So this is the book. It's actually on it's on Amazon. So let me grab the link to it on Amazon. Here we go. Elseworld, volume 1 of 3. So if you want to pick this up, it's it's up to $40 now. It used to be, I thought it was a little bit cheaper when I bought it. Yep. So here is Elseworld. There we go. Oh, is Headcase headed out? Good night, Headcase. Yep. Sorry if I'm missing some of the chat as I'm doing this. And so here's Elseworld. Put this in the chat here. So volume 1 of 3. So yeah, it's something I love John Byrne's work. So really looking forward to reading this and as a graphic novel. So I think it's a pretty cool story. Yep. So let me catch up somewhat to the chat here. No one goes to NY Comic-Con Park because I think the parking is atrocious. Well, actually, the best way to go, we don't park. We just take the train. So you can go to Grand Central, take the shuttle, the S line, jump on the, I think it's the number 7 train, and it takes you right to the Javits Center. So no driving or parking required if you can get there on Metro North. Yep. So for me, it's probably about $20 to get to because I'm on the New Haven line. So train to New York City is about $10-15, and the subway's $3. But yeah, no, it is. If you have to drive, it is a hassle. But yep. And good night to our friend, the Real Headcase. Take care. Behave for Mark, please. And have a great week, Headcase. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your super chat. So yeah, so here's, I'm way behind in the chat here. Hey, Geek and I. Great to see you. And thank you for that image you sent of me as a super geek. Much appreciated. Yep. Take care. Hope you're doing good. Yep. Hail to Lemon Pie, Polly's Minion. Hope you're having some safe travels, Polly's Minion. Let's see here. And here's the link to Elseworlds there. And yep, good night to Headcase. Yep. So yeah, so this is Byrne is a phenomenal artist and a great storyteller. I love his FF run. His run on FF is really great. Yep. The book doesn't exactly give X-Men 80s vibes. For one thing, Byrne's art has changed. Yep. And he's more influenced, he said, by Neil Adams. But yeah, it's just great to see him still doing this work. And yeah, it would have been fun to have had him continue on the X-Men. Yep. As I've often said, I wish I hadn't done Superman because DC lied to me at every turn. The whole project, which should have been a dream come true, was just an endless stream of disappointments and frustration and ultimately I quit. So, and Byrne has been controversial, you could say, with his editorial clashes, but yeah, he's one of the great creators. So it's just interesting. Yes, often wish I'd done Batman instead. There'd be a different universe where I did Batman. Maybe Frank Miller did Superman. Yep, yep. And Tiger says, I went to SDC, San Diego Comic Con, a couple decades ago. It was grown exponentially since then. Yeah, it's a massive show. Yeah, it became very Hollywood. Yep. They used to manage 10,000 attendees beautifully, but I can't imagine being in the numbers now. Too many people. Yeah, and New York Comic Con is, I might go on Thursday and Saturday this year. Saturday is the most crowded day, but Thursday is the least traveled day. So I might go on Thursday just to get through half the stuff. And yeah, but yeah, it was pretty damn crowded on Saturday, and they charge more to go on Saturday too. So, but then of course the different panels and things. There's some. So I think they put some really good panels on Thursday too to get some people to go on that day. Yeah, but it's really crowded. Yep, yep. He says, in fact, Byrne can't stand Marvel movies for the most part because he describes himself as a purist. I generally can't watch them, he says. I just start to see what they're doing and I'll go, oh, it's nothing to do with me. This is not my characters. Yep. The last movie I watched and enjoyed was the first Iron Man. Yep. If you come to me when I was 25 and said, when you're much older, theaters are going to be full of Marvel movies based on Marvel comics, and you won't be interested in seeing any of them, I would never have believed it. But that's where it's come to. So yeah, he's not a fan of the movies. Yep. I get what it's called, these mystery checks every once in a while, and it's usually a nice number, and it'll turn out to be some thank you, he says. I mean, I just got a phenomenal check for the most recent Superman movie. I'm the opposite of Alan Moore. I'll take the money. Yep. So, yeah, so check out, there's another picture of Wolverine there. So, yeah, really fun that John Byrne is getting this published, because it's been available on his website for years, but really nice that he's they're publishing this. Yeah, so it's a great opportunity. So let's do a little bit of we're doing Popuri now. Let's do some enabling here. So let's share this tab instead. Yep. So this is kind of expensive, but pretty wild for what you're getting here. So of course I've got my enabling theme here. So here we go.
Jesus, loud.
Oh, is that loud? I gotta lower that.
I thought something fell behind me at first the way it came in. I was like, what the fuck was going on?
I
I figured the
lower
cat
the
knocked something off. It took me off guard. I also ate some gummies. It could just be that.
So, here, let's play it again. Everyone cover your ears.
Yeah, now that I know it's coming, it's not so bad.
I know it's coming. It's not so bad. Yeah, yeah. That came out pretty cool. That was all AI stuff. But I got to fix the sound effect. I had a double sound effect there. But
no, it sounded fine to me now. The first time it just took me by. I was like, what the fuck? Because it sounded like something behind me, like the cat knocked something over. Like, what the
fuck? Damn it, Mark. Yeah. Oh, enabling. Wasn't so loud in my head for the win. Yep. So yeah. Okay, that was louder. Okay, LOL. Yep. I should have warned everyone. Yep. Maybe I'll lower the decibels on that one. But yeah, so these are some really cool freaking Migos. So Disney's been doing this lately, where they had an FF set that sold out, or you had to be at Disney World to buy it. I should have had Dadman buy it for me, but this is I do have Spider-Man Migo, but yeah, let me put the link in the chat here. Is this one of these massive 50 bazillion character links here? Let me shrink this. Let me shrink this down. Let's see. I hate it when they put these massive links in. You do a search. Let me shrink this link here. Let's shrink it. Yep. Where's Bitly here? Create link. If you Google that, you'll find it. But they do have some cool stuff. So these Migos are uber expensive if you go to buy the originals. But damn, I think those look really good. So I do have Spider-Man that someone bought for me. We got Electro, Green Goblin, and the Lizard. So yep, classic figures. So those are available from the Disney store. because they need more money. And but really cool. I would definitely, if I had 90 extra bucks lying around, I think I would buy that. Yep. So I guess it's in stock now, so you can get that from the Disney Store. Free shipping on orders of $85 or more. Ship magic. Yep. So, but yeah, these are, and I love how they've got the original boxes. Oh, I guess you get a coin, the Spidey coin with it. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I just gave Tom a jump scare. Yeah, yeah. And hey, Phantom says Byrne is doing his monetizing something Ditko did not. People that interviewed Ditko said he had years of Doctor Strange stories in his apartment that never saw print. Oh, God, I would love to see those. Right? Yeah, yeah. So that would be pretty awesome. Yeah, yeah. And yeah, Ditko was an amazing recluse. He's in one interview, not really recluse. He just didn't want to deal with He wanted to put the past behind him. But Ditko said, "What's that?" Ditko said, "Years of Doctor Strange annuals." The guy said, "Can I see it?" Ditko said, "No." Yeah, yeah. It was a great movie about finding Steve Ditko, and Comic-Con in New York a couple of years ago. They were talking about the movie. And guy just knocked on Ditko's door to try to interview him, and yeah, so it was he finally did get to talk to him. Yep. 85. Well, I mean, if $20, yeah, I guess almost $30 a figure. Not cheap, but God, if you go to buy these on eBay, I mean, it costs you, especially in the box like this. Yes, it's a repro, but it's they're damn expensive. Yep, yep. And Polly's Minion, yeah, just doing okay. Back on the road after going home a few days on my way to Ridgefield. I guess Washington. That's Washington, right? Yep. So yeah, God bless you, Polly's Minion. And if anyone doesn't know, Simi passed away. I guess it's it's over a month now. But thinking of you, Polly's Minion, and hope you're doing well. Yep, yep. Sadly, they think that when he died, his apartment was just cleaned out and everything was tossed out. Well, that would be horrendous. My God, yeah, I can't imagine the family would let Ditko's stuff get thrown out. Yeah, I was finding Ditko. That guy only got to interview Ditko off camera. That was a story. It was off camera. Yep, yep. He did have family. Yeah, because they were at the. If you look up New York Comic Con, Steve Ditko, some of this stuff you can watch. Online, or there's YouTube videos of it. But I was at that panel and it was really interesting. Yeah, no, it was his I think it was his granddaughter. It was daughter or granddaughter had like some of his original art on the wall, and like a Spider-Man nerd came into her college dorm, and like he's like, "Oh wow, that looks like Steve Ditko's original art." He's like, "Well, I'm forgetting either it was his daughter or granddaughter." And the guy's like, "Really?" Like yeah. So yeah, what an amazing guy. Yeah. Very interesting guy. Yeah, yeah. All right, now the other enabling thing that's coming out now. Now, one of the reasons I love going to Comic-Con, because I get my Hallmark ornaments, the exclusives that are there. And now what they're doing, I guess these exclusives are going to be available online ahead of time. So we were talking Doomsday Machine before, right? So this ties right into it. So the USS Einstein, or from the USS Enterprise, the Einstein shuttlecraft, 1701/6. So in the remake, they've retcon. I should say retcon, but they didn't have the budget back then. So it's a shuttlecraft Einstein that's in this in the Doomsday Machine. So they're going to make it. Yeah, unlike the past several years. San Diego Comic-Con and NYCC, mainstay Hallmark will be attending the big events. The company announced in a press release on Tuesday. The exclusives will be made available online in October. So that's how, I used to go get all those exclusives, and I guess people would buy them and, resell them on eBay for big money. They will be made available in October, likely near New York Comic Con, only sold through Hallmark.com. So for all mankind. So it's giving a chance basically for people that can't get to these big conventions. So now no one has a reason to come see me in New York to get the shuttlecraft Einstein. But so I guess you're limited to buying one, I think. Yeah, no, actually, I do have some clips of. Let's see, I think I do have some Commodore Decker clips here. Let's see if I TOS.
They say there's no devil, Jim. But there is. Right out of hell, I saw it.
Is there any connection with Hallmark and Keepsake?
Yeah, yep. It's the same Yeah, so it's a
That's
Keepsake
what I thought.
ornament. Yep. So it's the same.
That's
same
why
company.
I knew there was some connection with it, because I have something in the works with Keepsake.
Oh, good.
I'll show you after you're done with here.
Yeah.
Good here.
So one of my all-time favorite ornaments is the second Star Trek ornament, which was the shuttlecraft Galileo, and you push the button, Spock to Enterprise, Happy Holidays, live long and prosper. It's got Nimoy's voice, Spock's voice in it. But now this is an even better recreation because it's got the top is correct here, so it's a little bit more screen accurate, and it's a lot better than the shuttlecraft Galileo ornament. Let's show some of the Star Trek Hallmark ornaments. There's a website that has like freaking every Star Trek ornament, and I've got most of them, I have to say. But so it was one of 5,000. So I gotta make sure I'm online for this one. Here, let's play a couple more clips from that show. Yep.
Scotty, where's that power? Coming, sir.
Matt, where's your crew?
On the third planet.
There is no third planet.
Don't you think I know that?
Yep. So what a tragic episode. Super well acted. Yep. And I have an Enterprise ornament. I think it's from the 25th anniversary set, says Lenron. I finally got the original 1994 ornament. Finally bought it last year. Yep. So I've got, if you guys have seen all my Hallmark ornament collection online, I've been posting a lot of stuff from it. Yep. But got it from an auntie for Xmas. She found it at a yard sale. Yeah, the first one I was in college. I'm like, I don't have the money. I don't have the $30 to buy this, and I waited, and then it was sold out, and then you could never get the damn thing. So it was and then the price has kind of come down recently since Star Trek's not that good. Yep. So it's 5,000 units available for $45 at the Hallmark website in October. Online sales will be limited to one per customer, which will hopefully allow interested fans the opportunity to pick up an Einstein for their holiday collection. Yeah, so let's show the Star Trek ornament website is really cool. So that's a must buy. Let's share this tab instead here. So the very first one was this Enterprise, and I finally picked this up. So it was 1991. Crap, that was a long time ago. Yep. And PVS says, I had 2 ornaments. Unfortunately, who knows where everything is? My life imploded. Well, sorry about that. Yep. Yeah, so let's see if we click on this. Yeah, so this shows the very first one, July 1991. Now, if anyone's a fan of Free Enterprise by Robert Meyer Burnett, his girlfriend in the movie. Oh, hey, Courtney's here in the chat. Hey, Courtney, how's it going? Great to see you. Happy Sunday. And his wife is so pissed, or girlfriend, he's breaking up with him, and she like steals the ornament or takes the ornament from him. So it's a great moment in Free Enterprise. Now this is my favorite one. Yeah. So I have a couple of these. Yeah. So the shuttlecraft is a little bit off there, but it's mostly accurate. Yeah. So the 2026 one's going to look a lot more accurate. Yeah. See there. Oh, they put the 2026 with the original one. Yeah. So it's going to look a lot more screen accurate. Yeah. So really nice. Yep. So that'll be cool. Yep. Yeah. And they had a display for that ornament too. That was really cool. That with that Hallmark ornament. Yeah. Very cool. Oh, signed one. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, so let's just scroll through some of these quickly. Yeah, so I've got that. The Bird of Prey. I've got this little set here. I got that. I got that. I got that. That's actually where's that Kirk one? He's up there somewhere. Yep. That's one of my favorite ornaments. Yep, yep. The Voyager. Then we've got Star Trek 30 Years. Let's zoom in a little bit here. I don't think I have that one. I got Riker, of course, Spock, Defiant. I don't have that. I got Bones. I don't think I have Data. Enterprise Z. I do have Janeway. I don't have the Runabout. I don't have Worf, which is crazy. I've got 7 and 9. She's up there. Hey, 7. Oh, Deep Space Nine I don't have, but I'm missing some of them. So, yeah, this Enterprise NX-01 is really cool. The soundboard went out on that. I might have to try to fix that. I've got the Doctor, got Archer. If you can see, I mean, this is great when Sitting on the Edge of Forever. Enterprise A. Khan. Who doesn't want Khan on their Christmas tree, right? Yeah, yeah. So, I finally got my first one. The second one had at a great price and direct from the store. Oh, hail to Dude Bro on Rumble. Thank you for joining us from Rumble. Appreciate it. Yep. Yeah. So, this is one of the better ones. Yeah, the Wrath of Khan. I love that one. Yep. Lieutenant Uhura, the Tribble one. Yeah. So there's a Communicator, the Reliant. Some of these I'm missing. So the Phaser is cool. Aliyah. This one's the most valuable one, I think. The Uhura one from Corbinite Maneuver with the gold outfit. Amok Time. I'll skip that one. Yeah, Romulan Bird of Prey. So I gotta, there's a bunch of these I'm missing. I gotta catch up to. Yep. Kelvin, the Gorn, Devil in the Dark. Oh, I don't have that one. Yep. Mina. Needs of the Many. That's a classic. That's an expensive one. I don't think I have the Enterprise C either, which is embarrassing. Yep. You can just see how many freaking ornaments. We're about halfway through here. Oh, hey, Courtney's here. Awesome. Hey, Courtney.
Hey. Hi, how's everyone doing? I didn't know if you were going to go much longer, so I wouldn't have
Yeah, not forever. Yep. And got to turn off the sprinkler and hit the sheets. Thank you, Tiger Straps. It's fun hanging out with you tonight.
Night,
Thanks
Tiger.
for the good talk. Take care. Yep. And I do love plastic. Yep. And that is cool. Yep. Good night, Tiger. Yep. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, the tricorder. That's really cool. Well, these are valuable ones too. I don't have that one. I've got that one. These are some fun ones. I did not buy that one. The Tribble was cool because it was battery operated. Then these are all the talking ones. I'm missing McCoy on the talking ones. Yep. The storytellers. HMS Bounty. That was a special. That was one of the special ones. Yep. I don't have that one, unfortunately. I'm missing McCoy. Yep. Oh, that was a good one from Relics. Yep. So yeah, it's just amazing how many figures or how many of these they have. Yep.
Mark, are you looking at Christmas ornaments already?
Because they're selling in October, they're going to sell the ornaments, the exclusives, early. Oh, this is
cool.
a fun one. The arcade game one. I picked this one up.
Oh, that's cool.
That was a fun one. Yep, yep. So this is the new ones coming out. Yes, this is the Galileo, the new one, and the Cerritos. And we're getting Enterprise G. Okay. We're getting Christine Chapel. Oh, Space Serpent Attack. Oh, that's from the fill gaps in the storylines. Okay. Alien 3-headed snake inspired by a fan favorite model from 1972. Yeah, so that's an Aurora model kit. Okay, so that's cool. Oh, Space Serpent Attack. Yep. Oh, that's fun. Yep. I'll be buying that. And the Shuttlecraft Einstein, right? Well, why do they have two? They have two versions of the Einstein. So I guess what's going to be the difference? Oh, they're bringing back the Shuttlecraft Galileo, so that's going to be back. Press the button to hear the exclusive message recorded by Leonard Nimoy as Spock from the 1992 ornament. Same design plus dialogue and sound effects from Original series. Okay, so they're remaking that ornament. That makes sense, right? It's just this repaint, and then then you could also get the Einstein version. Gotcha. All right, take my money. So that's gonna be the limited edition version. Bastards. Yep. So I'm gonna have to buy both of them. Yep. All right. So that's. But wait, there's more. Yep. So you can collect a reference. Yep. Oh, can you buy this book or something? Let's see. Oh, printable pages. Okay. Yep. So yep. All right. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna add that to the list of stuff to buy. Yeah. 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 Oh, and Lenrose, I have a Talking Trouble toy from ages ago. Battery is long dead, sadly. Yep. Someday might try to get it working again. Yep. Oh no, lower Drex. Yep. Take the money. I don't have Hallmark. Yeah. Yeah. So Tom, you said you had something in the works with the keepsake you wanted to show?
Yeah, they brought something out here. I got a few more I want to get my hands on before I do a video, but they did these Michael Jackson card things they're doing. Where they got boxes of them, and inside are like these card packs.
Oh,
okay,
cool.
yeah.
And some other stuff. And I got a couple of different ones. I'm going to open them up on videos and stuff to see
cool, yep.
what the difference is and what they all are and all that kind of stuff. But Keepsake did them, so yeah.
Keepsake from Hallmark, yep. Nice, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, they do a lot of great fan stuff. It's smart, get these IP addresses and do some give the fans what they want. Yeah. So that's pretty fun stuff they got going there. So Courtney, what's new with you? Is that your mom on the motorcycle? I can't remember.
Yeah, that's my mom.
Yeah, that's a big motorcycle.
I think it was like a 250 or something.
No, look at that. That's got 4 cylinders there. That's
does it? I'm not sure. Then
if you have the original picture there, send it to me, or just put that in Grok and it'll tell you what or any of the AIs.
I always liked it.
That looks like a big motorcycle.
Well, she's also tiny, and she was always tiny, but she's only like 5. Well, not only, but she's 5'4" and really tiny. But yeah, I just always like that picture because of the red hair, the red pants, and the red motorcycle
and the cool bike. Yeah. Do you have a bigger version of that picture somewhere, or?
I do somewhere. I'll find it. And I'll try and send it to you. See.
Yeah, no, I'm a motorcycle geek / nerd. So
it's a Honda, isn't it, or is it Harley?
Well, if that's what year do you think that is? Is like early 70s or?
That's probably mid to late 70s, I would think.
Mid to late 70s, yeah. So that if it's a 4-cylinder, it's going to be it could be a Kawasaki. Honda had the CB750, which is a 4-cylinder. I don't know if they had that red color, so it's tough for me to tell. But yeah, it's a Japanese bike. It's not a Harley.
It's definitely not a Harley. Okay.
Yeah, I mean it could be an obscure European bike, but looks like a 4-cylinder to me. I think are those 4.
I don't think it's like a Triumph BSA or Norton type of thing.
It was a Triumph Trimble that had 3 cylinders, but well, I'm just geeking out on motorcycle.
No, that's okay.
But I can't tell if those are 3 exhaust pipes or 4 across the bottom.
I can't tell right now either because I'm on my phone doing this. So.
Yeah, they're small. Sorry. Yeah. Damn it, Mark. Yeah, but those are small little pictures. Yep. But why don't we did some. I did have some food pictures I wanted to show tonight because why not? We did a little bit of food, but foodery before. But before we get out of here, we'll do a little bit more of the food stuff, right? So I'm gonna let me go through my food photos from the last week. Yep, nothing super uber exciting, but yeah, why not? We'll get some food photos in here. Oh, and I got some. See if anyone knows what some of this. Got some Australian food to show, so let's see if anyone recognizes that. Yeah. So all right, let me add to my food photo. What I do, I just add all the photos to the food. Oh, here we got some more food photos here. Oh, desserts. Oh, these are good. So what have you been up to lately, Courtney?
Not
anything,
much.
Not much, yep.
Not much of anything really.
Not much of anything.
I've got some things going on with personal stuff. But other than that, yeah, I've been kind of just chilling. I haven't been on YouTube a lot, so
Okay.
apologize for not
Yeah,
being
because
here
you get
last
to
week.
stream with Six at all, or
No, I haven't yet. I think 6 was
'cause I
live
know
tonight or something.
well,
But
she was live a couple of nights ago.
yeah, I did
So,
not even
yeah,
know.
with
I
the
didn't see
Supergirl.
that.
Yeah, but I was doing my Fortnite stream,
Oh,
so
I do
couldn't
remember her doing that actually.
yeah, yeah. So
I
let
think I
me
didn't
add
join because I didn't see Supergirl.
Okay, you
That's
didn't see
why.
Supergirl. Yeah. Well, if you hadn't seen it, yeah, then it's tough to talk about, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me
John
get
Cusack is 60 years old, according to Oliver. Wow.
60. Shit. 60.
I didn't know he was that much older than me.
Wow, 60. Let me play a clip here. Oh, here's switching my gaming stream, but I play this clip all the time because it's from war games.
He
Yeah.
wasn't very old.
Well, he was pretty old. He was 41.
Oh, yeah? Oh, that's old.
That's you, Ali Sheedy.
Yeah,
41,
right?
That's old. Yeah, yeah. So, oops, yeah. 41. That's old. Yeah. I just love the way that she says that. Yeah, yeah. So, all right. Well, let's. I think I showed some of these last week, but let's get everyone extra hungry before we get out of here for the evening. But so, Courtney, are you a fan of lobster rolls? Oh, Courtney. Oh, there we go. I think when I switched the things, sorry about that, Courtney.
That's all right. I was like,
Oh, what
where did I
happened?
go?
Oh, where did it go?
I love lobster rolls. Yes.
Okay.
And it looks like, from what I'm looking at, it's done the right way on the split hot dog bun, right?
Yeah, really good roll. Yeah, with
That looks
lots
delicious.
of. Now I do like with the mayo too. Lobster roll. This is a butter one. I like them both ways. I'll take lobster roll anyway. Yep. But yeah, so that was really good lobster roll. My friend brought these. She's like, "Do you want one?" Do I want one?
Yeah.
What do I want one? What are you, crazy? Do I want one? Yep. So almost better than clams, I think. Yep. And thank you, Oliver, for this. Yeah. So John Cusack, Mary Stuart Masterson. Oh yeah, she was a great '80s star. What was the movie she was in? Oh God, what was? I'm trying to like kind of like it's probably what Supergirl wanted to be, right? What was that? Oh, it was kind of like a.
I don't know.
What the hell was the name of that movie? Let's see. She's kind of like a rebel without a cause there. Yep. So in that movie, let's see what was. I'm looking up her movie list here. Let's see here. Some Kind of Wonderful. There we go. Yep.
Oh, that was her. That's Mary Stuart
Yeah.
Masterson.
Yeah.
Oh,
Some Kind of Wonderful. Yep.
I like that
from
movie.
1987. Yeah. Yeah. She's kind
Yeah.
of like the rebel punk
She
rock.
like drives him. She acts as
Yeah.
his driver. Yeah. For, like,
Yeah.
his
Yeah.
date
Yeah.
or whatever. I totally remember that.
Yeah. So that was a classic movie. Yeah. Yeah.
And Kathy Bates is
78.
78. Wow.
Peter Weller, 79. Nancy Allen, 76. Yeah, Mel Brooks. God bless Mel Brooks. Yep.
100.
He's 100. Mel Brooks is 100 years old. Yep.
It's amazing.
Merchandising, where the real money from the movie is made.
Gotta love Mel. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
Mel's 100 years old. Yeah. Yeah. He's 66, almost 3 months older than me. Well, that's old. Yeah. Well, and size as well. I guess I'm old because I'm 41. Yep. Can a lobster
You're
roll
young.
Yeah. I still have a year before I'm old, I guess. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
When did I
Bates
start
and
becoming the
Master Fried Green
oldest?
Tomatoes. Yeah.
Not the oldest here, but
Yeah. Now we got some pastries. This is you're guys all gonna be pissed at me, right? So it was at a
there's
meeting and they had
cannolis.
cannolis and Napoleons and oh my God, that looks good, doesn't it? And pizza.
I love cannolis. I'm a cannoli
Yep.
freak.
Yep. So good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah. Look at all those damn pastries. Yeah. I was like, oh man. So we got that was just a Greek food truck was at dinner there for Friday night. Yep. This isn't fast food. It's great food as fast as we can. I like that. I like that motto. Yeah.
I like that a lot too.
Yeah,
I love Greek food.
Yeah, so this cute little truck there. Yeah. Pine Ridge Winery, which I've been to in California, actually. And who doesn't? I mean, yeah, these pictures that they're French fries. Yeah, right.
Is it wait, what's on top of it?
The feta cheese. Yeah, so they're Greek version of French fries. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
Yeah. And thus began a shortage of Reese's Pieces. Yeah. And this is just some chicken. Yeah, Greek food with chicken and bread there. Yeah. Pita
That's
bread,
usually
yeah.
what I get when I go to Greek places. I get chicken. I don't usually get gyros or
Yeah, I
however
got
you
the
say them. but-
gyro. It's a gyro.
I call it a
whatever. Gyro. I think they say with a Y, it's like supposed to be a euro.
Yeah.
I think that's how it's supposed to be. Some people said gyro. I'll just have the Greek sandwich with all the good stuff in it, and I love the sauce in that. Yeah, it's really.
It's like tzatziki or something.
Yeah,
however they say
tzatziki
that.
sauce. Yeah, it's good stuff.
It's
Yeah.
yummy.
Feta fries. Yeah, that sounds. It was actually really good. Yeah, and I didn't eat them all. I still got some in the fridge. Yep. So I have to reheat those. Yep. Yep. And then baklava. Oh man, a lot of butter.
Is that how they pronounce it? I always
Is
say
it baklava?
baklava.
Baklava.
I
What
don't
do
know.
I know. I just eat it and get fat. So.
I don't know. I was wondering if I was saying it wrong. I'm not sure.
I probably said it wrong, but how do you say it?
Baklava. That's how I say it.
Baklava.
Could be
Baklava.
wrong.
Baklava. Give me the butter pastry honey stuff. Yep.
Yep.
Now these were really good. These were Tim Tams.
Oh, I got Tim Tams.
You've had Tim Tams? I never had Tim Tams before. Yep, yep. And PBS loves Heroes. Yep, yep. Especially from Arby's. Yep, yep. Yeah, so I'd never had these before, but these are chocolate goodness. Yes, so created in 1964, Tim Tam is Australia's most loved and iconic chocolatey biscuit. Indulge in the irresistible layers of the Tim Tam with a mouthwatering combination of smooth chocolatey coating, crunchy cookie, and luscious velvety center. What more could you wish for? Well, not much more, I guess, right? Yeah.
Sponsor the channel.
Yeah, sponsor the channel. Yeah. I always love it. They give the calories for like one cookie. Usually, it's like,
oh, I know.
Who can eat?
I'll
just
eat that
one?
whole bag.
Eat the whole freaking bag. Yeah. But yeah, they were good. Never had them before. Never heard of them. But yeah, a few more sit-ups. Yep. Let's do some sit-ups. Yep. Yeah. So yeah. So Tim Tams are good. Yep. And this is some mozzarella, not mozzarella, the burrata, but basically mozzarella with sun-dried tomatoes.
Burrata cheese.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, good stuff. Yep, yep. Oh, Costco sells. That's where my wife got them at Costco. Probably. Thank you, Brian. Yep, that's probably where she picked them up. Yep.
They have them at 7-Eleven too. My 7-Eleven near me. Yeah.
So this was really good appetite. Oh, and my favorite for Dad Man. Dad Man hates eggs, so I love freaking deviled eggs. I don't know. Do you like deviled eggs, guys?
I loved them when my mom used to make them. But she used to make them a lot more like mustard heavy, kind of.
These mustard heavy too, yeah.
Yeah, I like the mustard heavy ones. If they're too like mayonnaisey, I don't know. But yeah,
these are good. So I eat hard boiled eggs for a snack now all the time too. So like as a healthy snack. So I try to stay away from the French fries and the other junk, and like have a hard boiled egg. And Costco sells. That's so freaking lazy, but Costco sells like boxes, box of like 40 hard-boiled eggs, whatever it is. So
nice.
I mean, because yes, I can boil the eggs, but just they're ready to go.
And they have to be like a certain way, or they don't peel right. There is a way to mess up boiling eggs.
Yeah, they're already peeled. Yep. Yeah. And PVS loves deviled eggs too. Yep. So this was our barbecue dinner we went to. So they had pulled pork and veggies, and chicken kebabs and mac and cheese. But the funny thing was, like, you go on the line at the, it's a snack bar, but like they're serving you everything else. But the veggie tray was help yourself, right? They didn't care. Like the veggies, like take as much veggies as you want. The veggies were self-serve, not the mac and cheese and everything else. Yeah. The hunger is real. Yeah. Hunger is real. Yeah.
This is making me hungry.
I know some good wings. Yep. And Sai likes doesn't like deviled eggs, but from eggs scrambled with black pepper. Yep.
I'm a scrambled egg person too. I prefer that way. But.
Oh, I guess this is a picture of a wine bottle the wife, but I don't drink much anymore, so I guess these were good champagnes that she. I think this is the one that our friend from France said it was like it's made
What's
in
the
the
name
next
of it?
town over. Victorien de Chassenay, Creme de la Bourgogne.
I
So
wish I could actually see it because I correct your French, but I can't see.
Well, my French sucks, so
Chateauneuf. Yeah.
I think this is the one. There was one of them. It's like it's a next town over, and they make really great. It's like not as expensive as champagne, but it tastes really good. It's a bubbly wine, so yep. And more chicken wings. Yep. Oh, I got some of those left in the refrigerator. And then they had a flavored ice truck there. So we're like, how does this work? He's like, well, you get your ice, and then these are all the different
put the stuff
flavors.
on it.
The kids were like going through and just mixing them all up. But I went with Monster Mango, and then a little blue raspberry. Who doesn't like blue raspberry, right? So
That's just like shaved ice type stuff.
Shaved ice, yeah, it was shaved ice, yeah. So I guess it's low calorie, I guess, other than the juice, right? So yeah, pick your cup and get your I didn't get a candy spoon. Yep. Rainbow flavor. Oh, that costs you extra, I guess. Yep. So you pick your size, and then so there's my flavored ice. Yep. I went kind of light on the mango. I should have filled that sucker up with more mango. So it was a little bit icy flavored. Yep. I like my eggs raw, like Rocky. Yep.
That's right. The Rocky, like the that's my alarm clock sound, because it's the only thing that actually makes me want to jump up and not turn it off.
And I eat deviled eggs, but scrambled eggs dry. I don't like runny or Gordon Ramsay style scrambled egg mousse. I like my scrambled eggs a little not like runny, but I don't like them dry.
No, I'm with Phantom. I like them dry.
Yeah, totally. My wife likes them dry too. I don't like my eggs dry. Yeah. So when the sugar in the cup isn't enough, the spoon becomes the sugar. Yeah, that was that spoon they sold. Yeah. Oh, so we had cream puffs tonight. Yeah. So from Belgium, and the carrot cake wasn't good. Carrot cake wasn't good. Yep. So I only had a little piece of that. But that's our food. I hope you're all getting fat right now. Look at this. Yeah. So, all right. Well, I think we've done. We're almost hitting 3 hours, so that's okay. We keep everyone wanting more. Now I can't play my thank you video because I keep getting hit with my thank you video. They said I've been playing that video for years, and all of a sudden I played it with the Fantastic Four with all the members in it, and it nailed me with copyright claim, which is ridiculous. But so I won't play that. But let's say thank you to everyone in the chat. So let's go to our top fans here. Wow, we got a big list of people here tonight. Classic Comics, Phobos, Jason Love, Doctor Who, Keely Chow, TJ, The Geek and I, Claude, Polly's Minion, Brandon, the Anime Guy, Crimlon, Lemon Pie, D-Bud Martin, Brian Barth, Courtney, 70s Rock Fan, Oliver Belmonte, the PVS, Mr. Angel, Tomahawk, Gen X Guy, Tim, Maddie's Daddy, Phantom, Professor R2, Lenrod, Tetrarch of Apathy, Brian Hepburn, Power Ranger Donnie, Corey, Tiger Stripes, Jamie Lynn, The Real Headcase, Stream Elman Spot, Cypher Chaos, RJ Godzilla, Putin, JT, and Joe's Atmosphere. Hey, wake up, Mark. And on the vertical skinny side, we also had Corey, Tetrarch, Dennis, Robloxian, Mateo, my something, Captain, the captain will say, and AI Kids STV. Okay, so on the vertical side, vertical names are tough to read there. Sorry. And Dude Bro on Rumble, of course. Yep. So yeah, Screw Tube loves indulging copyright trolls. Yep. So yeah, but hail to cream puffs from Costco. Yep, that's what that was. Yep. And June 25th, Sony released a portable Walkman in the US, but it came as a hefty price of $200, which is a lot of money back then. I remember
that's probably what they would charge for that or a VCR now.
we get a retro one. Actually, they've come back actually too. You can buy like a cheap knockoff Walkmans
I saw
on
that.
Amazon. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think they're that good, but and I remember Alexander Simborski won the Walkman at our Catholic middle school raffle. They raffled off for, and it was that $200 Walkman, and they raffled it off. And man, I was disappointed I didn't win that, but eventually I still have my couple of Walkmans actually. So, but yeah, that was that was a big contest. Everyone bought raffle tickets, and yeah. So, all right. Well, thank you everyone for being here. Let me thank my super chatters. Well, we had 70s Rock Fan, member for 31 months. Thank you for supporting the channel. Joe's atmosphere went crazy with the super chats tonight. So Joe had a couple, I think 3 or 4 3 super chats here tonight. Then we also had JT Kirk, the Real Head Case, and JT again. So thank you so much to everyone who super chatted tonight. And yeah, we have so many channel members now, thanks to Crimlon and everyone donating. But Courtney, we also have. I think, has this one been in for a while? I think, is this the new Courtney avatar? I can't remember how long. We added Courtney, we added Steve, we've got another dad man, Istophobos, and we've got Talkie Toaster and Bat Tom.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
Yeah,
we've made it, Bat Tom.
Yeah, and we've also got 6. We got Chuck, and yeah, because we're over 300 members at one point, which is awesome. So thank you to everyone. So all right, so let's get on out of here. Thank you to
you have
Tom.
my avatar that I like. That's one of them that I like.
Oh, that's one you like? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I just had to go to the other side.
Somewhere. Yep. So thank you for talking Supergirl tonight. Thank you, Istophobos, and shout out to Six, who was in the green and the preview, but was here earlier, but had to jump out. Something came up, so unfortunately, Six couldn't join us tonight. But go watch her review of Supergirl as well. Her link is in the chat. Let's see. So, Courtney, you're going to be on with the 70s Rock Fan tomorrow? You're going to be able to.
I am trying my hardest. I don't know.
Horrible album covers. Yep.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll be back in time, but I'm going to try. So.
Okay. Yep.
When it's music, I like to be there. So.
Yeah.
And I can bring up some bad albums.
Well, I told them don't show Virgin Killer because that'll get you knocked off of YouTube. But yeah, I've got some ideas too, but I don't know if I can I got a lot of stuff going on because it's a short week, right? So got to head out for vacation, but I got to get a lot of work done in the last 2 days. Yeah. So.
Paulie's here.
Oh, where's Paulie? I didn't see Paulie. Did he?
I think he's somewhere. I just saw him scroll by.
I just got here. Start over now. Yeah, we can. Great to see you, Paulie. Yep. And I got my shipping in today, Paulie, of my new exercise stuff. Yeah, the roller or whatever. Yep. So we're ready to work out on Tuesday. Yep. Just got here. Start over. Rewind. But Paulie, check out this new web camera I got. Look at this. It's fancy. Look at this. You can scroll all the way. I don't know, Courtney, you can't really see that on
your camera's really nice. I noticed it when you you were doing that stream where you first had it, but I like that you could see your whole room.
Yeah, I just picked this up a couple days ago, so I can zoom up. Yeah, look at that.
Very
pretty cool. Yep. So I'm becoming a YouTube professional. So this is pretty cool. But great to see the Latino slant here. Everyone sub to Paulie if you're not already. Yeah, short week for a bunch of comedies. We got no time off. Yeah. And your late aunt bought you free if you fractured your ankle as a kid. Yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty cool camera, Paulie. Yeah, and it's got actually a beauty filter that I got to put on. So I can it's got like a skinny button. You can make yourself skinny. Yeah.
I need that camera for the beauty filter. Yeah. Take away my wrinkles.
And hail to Wow Spy. Saw this. What stream is this? This is Sunday Night Geekery. So we talk about geek, nerd, whatever chat talks about. A lot of entertainment news, comic books, and sometimes we get into food and barbecue too. So we get a whole range of things here. Like here we go. hopefully that'll make you hungry. But yeah, we have a lot of fun here. It's just hanging out with friends, and of course, whenever I go to end the stream, then all of a sudden we pop up with like it's like YouTube knows you're gonna end the stream. Thank you, Putin, and and all of a sudden all these people roll in, right? The numbers go up. Yep. PBS says Paulie. Yeah, we dork out here. Yep.
Dorking out.
Cover your ears. This clip is very loud.
Get those nerds! 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 What?
We're a bunch of nerds here. Yeah. Please just don't mention. Oh, okay. No, I'm not mentioning that. Yeah, Chris, how's it going? Yep. I like to be a hipster and walk around with my old Walkman and headphones. Yeah, Walkmans have made a comeback, right?
It's funny. It's funny. Like the vinyl thing came back first, and I love how he said hipster because it's so true. And now it's like the cassette tapes.
Yeah. Yeah, I was looking on Amazon, and it was everyone was all these knockoff, Walkmans. Yep. And while Spy saw this, is I'm eating at Taco Bell right now. All right, well, that sounds good because we have a segment here called Sunday Night Foodery where we make everyone hungry, and I show lots of food. So you're in the right place if you're hungry. So yeah. But thank you for stopping by, and yeah, check out, hit that sub button or the like button. Really appreciate it. Yep. So that'll be great. Yep. And Max Redstone, long time friend, says I had a corned beef and tongue sandwich.
Ooh, leave the tongue out, and I'm okay.
Very talkative tonight, Max. Well, actually, if you go to delis in New York and where that is kind of like a thing. But yeah. And Max says, or Sai says, I'll stick with CDs. Thank you. Yep. I live in New Jersey and don't want to walk around in here. Yep. I have a very nice Discman. Yeah, the Discman was very cool. Yeah, the Discman was really cool. And Tom is our music guy too. So Tom and Courtney are musicians. I'm just a wannabe. But I do have, I do like all the classics like
You're not a wannabe.
Spinal Tap. Yeah, well, yeah.
You like the stuff that matters.
Yeah, like look at this classic album that
That's awesome.
Break Like the Wind on cassette. Yeah, it doesn't get better than that. Yeah. I bought a single deck CD cassette camera by Sony from a while ago. Yep. So exactly how much stuff do you know? I know everything because I have I have an AI, right? I have the freaking computer now. I can just ask the joke. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know much, as I say, but yeah, today with the damn computers, you can pretty much look up everything. Yeah. I try to be well-rounded. I'm trying not to be as rounded physically. I'm trying to downsize, but I try to be well-rounded in what I read and like. Yeah. And I don't know what that is.
They're tongues.
Those are tongues. Thank you, Max. Yep. And Paulie said, we just saw The Sheep Detectives. Best of the year. Highly recommended. So everyone check out. Let me put Paulie's link in the chat. We got some new people hanging out with us right now. So everyone make sure you sub to Paulie if you want some great entertainment and all. Yep. He's a YouTube professional. I'm just a hack here, but he's got the real deal going, and great entertainment news. And he lives out on the West Coast, so he's right there where it's all happening near Hollywood. And here's Paulie's chat. So make sure you sub to Paulie if you're not here. Yep. Let's see. Yes, don't be around yet. PVS has a Victoria for Victrola for vinyl.
Victrola, yeah.
Victrola, thank you. Yeah. I just have the fancy one. Yeah.
I'm all about the vinyl.
Yeah. I saw something interesting to cover, something called Warhammer. Well, Warhammer is that I don't play Warhammer, but that's that really cool tabletop game. But I do a lot of 3D printing. So a lot of people make their own Warhammer 3D prints. Yep. I just printed a tonight. I printed. Well, here I can show a couple. We got a couple of new people in the chat that might like to see this. So I did. The cool thing was, I know someone who family friend, and their kids went to the some of the military academies, and their daughter's in the Air Force, and the son-in-law is actually going to be flying the T-38 and then the F-22. So I was printed. Let's see if I grab some photos of that to show. So the cool thing was I actually gave him some of the jets that he's going to be flying, which is really cool as a nice gift. So he just got his wings this week. So he's getting assigned, and pretty amazing to talk to him about flying those jets. Yeah. So he said I'm like, well, what's really fun? It's got to be amazing blast to fly these jets. And he said, well, when you take off and then you go straight up vertical, because these planes are so powerful, it's so really, really wild. So let me add these to my 3D printing album here. So let me grab this 3D printing album. Let's just show a couple of 3D prints here. Yep. So yeah, so I think he's gonna end up flying the F-22. So here's some cool here, let's share this screen here. Let's see, share. Let's just share the tab here. There we go. Let's share the audio. Well, of course. Oh, this was my Castle Grayskull. Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, the multicolored one. Yeah, so I did a bunch of different ones here that are. Yeah, so this is funny. As you can see how it prints. Yep. The Max's wax cylinders are where it's at. Yeah, yeah. So that's pretty cool. I can see how it's printing Castle Grayskull there. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so let's show some of the planes that is this the plane? Let's see which one's this. Oh, that's Castle Grayskull again, I think. Yeah. There we go. So there's some T-38s that I printed for him, and I had some of the prints didn't come out really well. So then I just painted him silver, like it was a multicolored print, but then the print got screwed up. So I'm just like, I'll just paint him silver, and they kind of came out. They came out pretty cool like that. Yeah, yeah. I have the power. Yeah, yeah. There's the.
Looks more like Gay Skull.
And that movie is available now, I noticed, in certain places, so I might have to finally watch it. Yep. Is it on video on demand, Masters of the Universe, Tom, or
is it?
Yeah, well, I'll talk after the stream for a second, but yeah. It seemed to be appearing. Let's just say, yep. So here's the F-22. Came out really nice. I mean, it looks a little bit.
That looks awesome.
But it came out pretty cool. So it's pretty cool to actually give a pilot who's going to be flying these the actual model. I mean, it's not, but it came out pretty decent. Yep. So that was fun. Yep. So there's that's how it prints, and you got to glue it together. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, just fun stuff. Yep. So here's the. This is I gotta turn these into a video, but yeah, just putting it together. Yep. All right. So now we'll really leave. Yep. So I just stayed a couple extra minutes with those new people that are hanging out here. Oh, we missed Tom waving, I think. Now we could see Tom. All right. So, all right, let's get on out of here. Go hang out with 70s Rock Fan tomorrow. Catch Tom on Midnight's Edge. Catch Paulie. Catch Courtney when she's on, and thank you everyone for being here. And we'll see you on the next Sunday Night Geekery. Yep, everyone stay safe and don't go see Supergirl. No need, no need to see that. All right, I'm gonna play a couple of clips, and we'll talk to you all soon. Take care.
Would you like some toast? Some nice hot crisp brown buttered toast.
Jake, if I never see another class,
It'll be too soon.
Groovy.
I heard another rumor.
that you were bitten by a king cobra?
Yeah, I was. But after 5 days of agonizing pain, the cobra died.
Merchandising, merchandising, where the real money from the movie is made.
It's clobbering time!
Fun storming the castle.
It's 106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
You're still here? It's over. Go home.